to another episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. It's your girl, Chef Kayla here, and I've got my lovely co-hosts, Chef Drewski and Chef Tariq here with me, as well as very special guest today, Chef Kenny. Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
What's good?
I'm alright.
Yeah? Just alright?
It's like, nah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
I'm excited to have you here, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be here. Honestly, just waking up, I was like, yeah, I get to do a podcast today.
Oh yeah.
As I was like running through all my restaurant shit.
Have you ever done a podcast?
No.
Okay.
Never. I actually thought about doing a podcast because I'm just looking at people that get paid to talk.
Right. That's what we trying to be at, yo.
Yeah, exactly. On top of it, it's just like, therapy and talking.
Yeah.
It literally is.
People can relate to some of the shit you got going on, so why not just like talk and vibe with other people out there?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's super important. I think that's one of the reasons why the three of us did decide to do this podcast too, is because we have so much to share, and people are always so willing to like hear us out and hear what we have to communicate, and really, let's start getting paid for this shit, that ass. So yeah, but let's get right into the show, guys. So for today's drink, I didn't do too much. I barely had enough time to fucking breathe or think or literally do anything, just life. Yeah. What do you have to say, Drew? I'm just
I
curious,
don't have anything
please.
to say. I do want to commend you on these meatballs though. These hoes was slapping.
Them hoes was slapping.
Them hoes was slapping.
So is it safe to say that I know what I'm doing?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like all of us in this room know what we're doing.
Because you said just like 2 minutes ago she didn't know.
Nah. So alright, now we're trying to switch it up. Behind the scenes,
it's on the camera.
something went down.
Right,
But anyway, I thought that what Kayla brought to eat today was from a restaurant because it was presented so well. You know what I mean? Like it was the presentation that got me confused.
Yes,
It was
chef.
the
Yes,
presentation.
chef.
Exactly. So
Like magical meatballs?
no cap. No. It was just.
Pass it down.
You gotta explain, like, what was that?
Nah, it was just like A plus. A nigga hasn't eaten all day, so like I was just like, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Okay. And those are vegan meatballs?
No.
No, they're
they're
regular
turkey.
meatballs? Okay, turkey meatballs.
Turkey
Okay.
meatballs.
Shit's just busting up, but like it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. But
Good. I'm glad.
that doesn't just take our focus off of how you didn't really try
Well,
to
make a fucking drink today.
drink this week.
Listen.
Just saying.
Listen.
I don't know,
Like,
would wait to sip and like explain. Like,
You good?
what we do.
Well, so normally if we have a drink that we make on the show, we explain it,
Okay,
and stuff like that. We brought, some seltzers, some refreshments,
I
stuff
mean,
like that. That's all okay.
so if
Mixed
I
berry
remember
lemonade.
correctly, right? If I remember correctly, last week, last week, Drew, what did you bring for drink? It was something.
Bro,
it was a bottle, like a single bottle that you open and then you just like pour it into glass.
Bro, alright, first off, we okayed wine and mixed drinks. I've been making sex in the driveways. I've been making.
What? Hold on.
He's
Wait a
going-
minute. Wait a minute. You are not getting by that. Like, what the fuck did you just say?
What the fuck? So my first drink ever on the show, I made a drink called Sex in the Driveway. So Sex on the Beach, it was a little switch up. You feel me? So it was like, I had a whole backstory. Y'all remember the backstory?
Was it?
It was like leading up. It like was the details of like.
Did you get inspired by sex?
Yeah, in the driveway. So
Alright,
it was, and plus it's the name of the drink, feel me? So like I was just like, fuck it, like.
It has some nostalgia.
Exactly.
Every time you have sex, you can just think,
You get flashbacks, like.
That was not what I had.
Like
nostalgia's not the word I would call it.
No. For you get it. Like,
Heart attack, baby, yeah.
Oh, is that
No, for real. Wait, if I remember correctly, you fed us that, and then you also tried to feed us them Panera drinks, right? The same.
Oh, don't even get me started on the
was
super.
really trying to give us a fucking
Bruh,
heart attack.
So
that was the week
The
before.
supercharged.
That was the week before.
Yo,
Supercharged.
niggas, I'm charged up.
Charged up.
Dead ass, yo. what's it called? So we had these supercharged lemonades, right?
Yeah.
And it was mango yuzu supercharged lemonade, and they just had mad like guarana in it, and like mad just, yo, this shit made you like
Okay.
bounce off the walls.
Superhuman.
And mind you, the drink is like about this big. It looked like, you remember when they used to do super size back in McDonald's back in the day?
Yeah.
It was like that size, like a 32 fluid ounce of a fucking
God
whole
damn.
fucking
supercharged.
quart,
And
that
these
is-
motherfuckers wasted my money.
I drank it,
Don't
but
look at that.
that gonna give me a heart attack too.
That
Nah,
ass,
by the end of the
I
show,
care about my
everybody's
health.
chest was pumping though.
Be in the corner shaking.
No,
That ass, bro.
it was really charged up though.
Oh my God.
Hot flashes and everything.
Not having hot flashes.
And this nigga's on menopause.
Oh
like,
my
Literally,
God.
that's what that drink
Oh
gave
my
me.
God.
Nah,
I'm
but
dead.
these loyal mixed berry lemonades are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good,
I'm
right?
not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, so I mean, I had these, little backstory on them. I tried them for the first time last summer. I was put onto them. They're pretty, no, not even 4th of July. I think just the start of the summer, honestly. I really like the original flavor. They have this mixed berry one, and then they also have, I believe, a watermelon one. I'm not sure if they have any other flavors, but honestly, my two favorites are this one, the mixed berry, and then the regular lemonade. I feel like with the regular lemonade, like, I could definitely use that to like mix an actual drink, you know what I mean? Just cause it's just like a base flavor, if you will. But I really like these, and I like to support them because they're founded here in Rhode Island. It's a local brand, yeah.
I said they're from here, right?
Yeah, and honestly, and it's crazy too because as I was at the grocery store or at the liquor store picking these up, I was like, yo, honestly, I should have really just hit them up and asked them to sponsor the show today. Like, can y'all give me like a couple cases or whatever, like for my show? But I honestly might. I think I'm gonna hit them up. Thank you, Loyal.
Yeah, let's
honestly, I should
tag
just
them.
be tagging them in here.
Yeah,
Dead
tag
ass.
them in there.
Well, tag them in the chat. let me
If
know.
anyone's in the chat,
I'm
tag
about to,
them.
right?
Literally.
Blow it up.
Yeah, but nah, guys. So I mean, it's something quick, something easy, and it's crazy too because I thought about doing a little extra with this, like using these like to mix a drink. But to be honest, y'all, I've been so motherfucking busy, like I can barely keep up. Like literally, like if you look at my fucking calendar right now, like Wednesday, no, but look at Wednesday. Like literally, I had no more space to add anything in, and I had a whole separate to-do list that I had to fucking go through too. But anyway. That was the drink for today,
Too much on the
guys.
plate.
A mixed berry Loyal. Thank you, Loyal, for making these amazing drinks. They're super easy. It's vodka. That's what it is. Vodka, lemonade, and flavoring. 9% alcohol.
It's like, nah, this shit is busting. Like,
Yeah.
I would definitely use this for like Tariq's block party.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Jungle juice.
Oh yeah. Yo, we'd be fucked up.
Everybody just
Ooh,
off the
fucked
shits.
up.
Off the hooch.
Mhm.
Everybody off the hooch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would definitely just get like mad cases of this and pour it in the fucking
And the
bid.
juice.
You gonna do that this year?
Yo, let's do that, guys.
You said we're not having a block party though.
You still gonna have a birthday party? It's my birthday, why not?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be lit if it's not a block party. You feel me?
It's gonna be lit because it's my party.
It's gonna turn into a block party.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At that point, like,
I mean,
You know
everybody's
who I am.
gonna pull up facts.
No cap, talk this shit, kid.
Regardless.
Yeah, dap over the mics.
I'm dead. I can't with you guys.
But yeah.
But let's talk about our weekends, y'all. Tariq, let's start off with you. I know you had a pretty busy weekend. You had some events going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
yeah, it's been a long, busy week. Still going at that, honestly. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I had a small event on Friday. I cut the hell out of my nail and had to like wrap the hell out of it all week, but I'm good now. I had a small event Friday, just like 6 people. You know, they do. His wife just had a baby and stuff like that, so we wanted to like make some food for her. So something quick and easy, and then honestly just prep for Mother's Day. Shout out to our sponsors, our vendors that came out to Red Lounge. Shout out to Red Lounge. George and Victor are dope, honestly. Shout out to the bartenders as well. We had the African Pipeline come through as a sponsor, came as well. We had Couture for.
It was his birthday yesterday or the day before.
Oh, what?
Happy
Shout
birthday.
out to my
Yes.
young Muhammad,
Shout out
yo.
to Mo. Mm-hmm.
Bro, nah, he was mad too.
Mhm.
Yo, I told Joe, I was like, yo, when I met him, I was like, damn, this dude's kind of tall. I was like,
No,
"Damn."
I'll tell you about it when I talk about my.
You said you got Couture from
Couture 401.
Battle Rap. Couture.
No, not that Couture.
Okay.
But fun fact, my mom actually started her career. But we won't,
Oh,
get,
really?
we won't get into that. We won't get into that part.
That's the Couture, I know.
Yeah, Couture 401. She has croc charms and a bunch of other accessories. She was dope as well.
Dope.
African pep line. We did some raffles. We had DJ RMX, DJ the event, which was dope as hell. It was a good turnout, honestly. I thought it was pretty good. There was a lot of we did it in the backyard, so it was like pretty spacious, so it didn't look like there was a lot of people, but I mean, we had a good amount actually come out and just enjoy themselves, eat, just listen to music. We raffled off a bunch of stuff, so
Nice.
honestly, it was a cool week. And honestly, this week I'm getting ready for Haitian Flag Day down at Harris Ave, so I mean, I'll be there this week, so I mean, that's basically the gist of my weekend. Oh, and it's game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I just want to let y'all know that Andrew wants to cancel the show to watch the game tonight. So.
Oh yeah, Boston, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the Boston is playing.
It's
Wednesday, correct?
Yep.
It's also Dollar Burger Wednesday.
Okay.
I just want to let y'all know if you're watching this live, it's Dollar Burger Wednesday at Sport Leisure.
Okay.
But that's dope.
Drew's face.
Drew right now,
Oh
facts.
yeah.
So besides
Imagine if we did the
himself.
podcast there.
This
Oh, that
motherfucker.
should be
Wait,
crazy.
Can we do a podcast from the kitchen?
The fact that this motherfucker over here on the end is lying on my name.
Bro,
when
Drew.
I was the one
Drew,
who was told by
you said,
him
yo,
at his
I'm
event.
tired. I don't feel like doing a podcast. I want to watch the game. Yo,
On
I said,
air.
I said,
I was
I'm
really
on
curious.
air.
I was
said,
really
I'm calling
curious too
On
as
air?
to how this
On air?
conversation
I said, let
went
me call
down.
Caleb.
Because
On
when y'all
Nas.
told me y'all was on some
On
shit.
Steve.
I said,
y'all was
Drew.
on some shit.
I
On
said,
Steve.
Drew. Let
On
me call
Steve.
Kayla and see what she
Put that on
thinks of
Steve.
it.
Put that on Steven.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about now.
Who's Steve?
Put that on Nas then.
I don't know.
Nas.
Oh, you know you're wild, bro. You know, I'll put it on
He
Nas.
said right away.
Anyway,
Oh
oh
my god.
my god.
Oh
First
my
off,
God.
let me get into my weekend.
Oh my god.
First off, I had my fashion show, feel me? Like,
Yes,
I was on the-
feel
I was
me
on the-
coming
I was on the
through,
runway, feel me? Like,
dripping,
I
was
was
good,
coming through,
y'all.
like,
Everybody
feel
coming
me?
through
Like,
the chat. Appreciate
stop
you
me,
guys.
bro. Like, let me show you what I was working with, bro.
Yeah, show us what you
Pull
was
up
working with.
receipts.
Show us what you was working with.
Niggas be thinking of.
I posted on my story too.
Niggas ain't Cody, bro. Like, come on, bro. Hold on.
So hold on, I gotta pull it out.
But yeah, no, it was on the story and everything. I had a fashion show at Mass Art, which was pretty dope. Everything went cool. You feel me? Like, it was on the runway.
Oh, bro was killing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For real.
That's
So,
dope. That's dope. Congrats on that. Good shit.
Yo, got me up for that. Got me up.
Yeah, that's
But
worth
like,
it.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, I had the fashion show. Everything went cool. Made mad connections with the like future designers that are going out into the world, and you never know who's next to be pop and blow up. You know what I mean? And made a lot of connects with models from around the area, from Connecticut, Mass, or the whole New England area.
Nice.
Designers. I already mentioned that, but like, yeah, cool. Photographers too. There were hella photographers there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like that's even more networking and more collabs and shit like that. People like the look and makeup artists too, they were there.
Mhm.
So it's just big.
Yeah,
Even though everyone's
everybody
putting on a
going
show,
through.
you feel me? Like everybody's there to network too.
Yeah,
at the same
of
time.
course.
And networking is definitely key.
Literally.
You just never
Yeah,
know.
it's not about what you know, but who you know, and even more
Exactly.
deeper than that, how you treat them.
Yeah, 'cause you never know who's in the room. You know what I mean? You never know. And that's why it's like big, not to go off topic, but like, you know what I mean? To help people and just to
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
just be a good vibe, chill person, because you never know.
Never.
You know what I mean? You could be helping someone out that could just invest
your
and
boss.
change. Yeah.
Be your boss one
Exactly.
day, like.
Invest and change your life, you know what I mean?
Dead ass, in any way,
Yeah,
any
that's
way,
dope.
shape, or form.
Networking
Yeah.
is key, man.
Someone said we're goats.
Appreciate that.
Yes,
Hey.
thank you.
And
Love
then
that.
I didn't sadly get to go see my mother because Tariq held me against my will.
Oh, Tariq.
And yeah, I had to cook for him. Actually, I had to slave for him in the kitchen. It's like, nah, I'm fucking weird.
Yo, I was gonna say, y'all look like it was having real deal
No
fun
cap,
and
no
dancing
cap.
and
Yo, we
shit.
were nothing.
And
Yo,
I
we
missed
was out
out.
here dancing the whole time. Yo,
Right.
So George has cameras in the kitchen and lounge and stuff. I never even noticed this.
Really?
But yo, we were in there jamming so hard. Like yo, me and him, Drew's dancing. Now my brother Nazir's dancing. Everyone's at work. Yo, we're having fun. Yo, this man comes in the back and shows us the video. We start laughing.
Oh,
This man goes, yeah. So I go to the bathroom. I'm on the toilet. I'm like, damn, what song could I use for this? Taylor Swift. Yo, man, we put a whole Taylor Swift song on it and played it the rest of the day. I was like, yo, this guy is crazy. Yo, it was not funny.
Taylor Swift. Oh man.
But yeah,
That's fun.
that shit was funny.
Yeah.
I was telling my mom about that shit too. And yeah, we were at Tariq's event. That was pretty good. It was a good turnout. What crazy thing happened? Like nothing. Everything was pretty chill. Oh, African Pipeline. So I talked to him and everything, and I actually linked him because they're doing a modeling event, but they're asking for like African vendors and shit. So in mass, I literally like linked him to that, and he said, "Yo, like good look, because like that's more exposure for him and shit like that." And it goes hand in hand, like what you were just saying, like help people out, bro. You never know, like I talked to him at the event and shit. That guy's mad chill, bro.
Yeah.
And like he was from Louisiana and shit. Like I was
And
like,
his Seymour's drinks are fire.
Yo,
Bro,
so
like,
good.
and I was
I
mad.
had the strawberry one and
Yo,
I had
that's
a regular lemon, like an alkaline lemonade. So
Bro, the lemonade was
good.
fire, and then yo, the
So
strawberry
good.
one. Yo, I smelled it. I said, damn, this shit, it smelled like Hawaiian punch.
No, like
Some
strawberry
drink, I was
one.
like,
Yo,
God
you tried
damn.
that shit? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god. So he recorded me like trying it. He was like, here, you want it? He's like, actually, can I record you trying it? And I was like, hell yeah, of course. Yo, it was so good. It literally smelled like straight up fresh strawberry puree, but then you could smell like the sweetness on it too, and it's just like when you tried it, it was like so perfectly balanced and like natural, and just like it was heaven. It was quite heaven. Yeah, I was like, okay. So
And his backstory was crazy on like how he even got into it. I was like, yo, like this is honestly really dope too. So.
So yeah, I linked him with that, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
So probably we should look into that, see if we can go to that whole thing. That's more networking for us and shit. But yeah, what else happened? And then yeah, I chilled with Shorty at the crib. We watched movies. I watched this one crazy movie though, Evil Dead Rise, bro. Oh my god, y'all know how I love the scary movies already too.
Yeah,
like,
you be loving your scary movies.
yo, this one though, bruh, like literally the intro was so crazy, like.
I heard the best part was the intro though.
Bro, the intro.
That's
bro.
Got you hugs.
Bro, like literally the whole thing. Yeah, but the movie is crazy. Like the whole thing, the gist of it and shit. But like the gist of it. But yo, the intro when Shorty rised up out of the water, bro, I was going crazy. Kiana was like, "Will you shut the fuck up? It's just an intro to a movie." I was just like, "Yo, that shit's great." You already know me. I was like, "Yo, that shit's great." Like, yo, look at that shit. She's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, people like want bananas for the intro.
No,
like,
I did.
Honestly, that's all I saw people talk about. Was like, yo, that intro was the best intro.
Yeah.
Like better than like that. That was the best part of the movie. Was the intro.
Bro, I don't know, but that was I've seen a lot of movies. That intro was wild. I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. But yeah, everybody should check that shit out. And yeah, that was a conclusion of my weekend. Now I'm back at work and I'm here with my peers. So yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, let's get it. Kenny, how was your weekend? Tell us about your weekend.
My weekend was good. We had Mother's Day brunch, so I had to prep for that, which was pretty cool. And then, pretty cool. What am I talking about? Right? No one wants to work on Mother's Day. Yeah. Nah, but like so.
Day in freaking restaurants.
Exactly. So I just had to get through that, and then I took my mom and my fiance to Foxwoods.
So this shit,
It's
the Beano! It's the Beano!
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not.
Oh, and my daughter. So yeah, can't forget. Like I'm a dad, so she's in her terrible twos. So we took her to Foxwoods too. So my mom was like the babysitter, and we
Did y'all go to Sugar Factory?
That's the worst place ever.
Oh my god. Right.
Worst
Did y'all
place
go?
ever. No, worst place
What's
ever.
Sugar Factory?
Sugar Factory is like overhyped. They base it on celebrities going there, like 50 Cent and
Literally,
yeah,
the whole
Grande.
wall is like covered
Yeah,
in celebrities.
it's covered in celebrities, and they sell these like
Exotic.
crazy exotic fish bowls with like candy and like it's bubbling, like just sugar, like
On sugar.
bubble guts in a freaking
The
fish bowl.
milkshakes are
Facts.
crazy.
Yeah.
Milkshake will have one. I got the cinnamon churro shit, and it had this fat ass churro just sticking out the top, and like it had sprinkles and sparkles and like
Yeah, it's not
like a
it's not
sparkler on it. I'm like
I could never.
$30-something for this.
good. Yeah,
I could
it's
never.
not good. You know, that's only a couple good places in Foxwoods.
That's when you trick it. You take girls there when you trick.
Exactly.
Fucking-
No, it's for pictures. It's like a picture place.
Yeah.
It's like go snap a picture, like hey I'm
Post
here.
it in, flush
Yeah,
it.
with
Oh
a
my
little
God.
duck.
Yeah.
But like if you're gonna eat in Foxwoods, you're gonna go to like Scorpion Bar or Burke's. You know, you're gonna go somewhere actually good,
Yeah.
like not friggin' Sugar Factory.
Or not
Yeah.
that fucking Michael Jordan Steakhouse neither. That shit's ass too.
Yeah, Burke's is better than that. So, but we stayed away from Sugar Factory. We went to Scorpion Bar and we hit Wingstop. You know, so
Talk your shit. Wingstop's fire. But
Yeah.
You ever had Dave's Hot Chicken?
no, never.
Bro.
Dave's Hot
You don't know
Chicken.
what you don't know what you're missing, bro.
These
There's a Dave's Hot Chicken in where is it?
I
Boston.
don't know.
I think it's in Brighton. It's in Brighton.
Oh really?
One day.
I've heard of the place,
That's
but
just
like
like
I never had.
Oh,
You know.
Newton?
Because what's it called is in damn, what is that Korean fried chicken place? Huh?
Den?
Not Den Den, it's a different one. Shit, I'll get back to you on that. But yeah,
Wait, is not there? Or where is it?
there's one in
Which one?
Brighton. Banchan.
Oh,
Banchan
I
chicken.
don't know. Right.
You ever had Banchan?
No, so I'm guessing it's like Korean, like
Fried, yeah.
light fried chicken or whatever.
bro,
Yeah.
that shit is word to.
Bussin'.
Okay,
Word
Bussin'.
to.
Those are two spots I'll have to, put on the list.
Banchan and Den. You had Den Den's obviously, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Den Den is good. But yeah, get Banchan and get what other one was it?
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken. Yeah.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Sweet.
Alright, Dave, I'll have to check it out and I'll do like a review on that.
Right.
Definitely.
Maddox
You're
in the
definitely
chat,
gonna
y'all.
like. You're definitely gonna.
Maddox
like
in the
Dave's
chat.
Dave's
Walk
is
on,
tough.
Matic.
What it do, medic?
He's only in the chat because he sees Kayla. That's all.
I'm dead.
But my
It's the
weekend
Missing
pretty
Pop
much starts
podcast
Monday,
tonight.
Tuesday.
Monday,
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah. So I'm at the restaurant Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay.
So like that's why I went to Foxwoods and celebrated on Monday, and
Nice.
just
Honestly, it's
basically
probably
family
better.
time.
Yeah, it's probably
so
better
that's
that
it.
way too, cause like Sunday was probably packed, like
Yeah.
it was Mother's Day, so.
Yeah, Mondays are dead at
Yeah.
Foxwoods in the casino. But yeah, my weekend was just like pretty chill. And then
Nice.
like, I always like do chef work, whether it's like watching videos or you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday are kind of days where like, I'm relaxing but I'm not because like I'm cooking or doing things that like, you know what I mean? I wanna do.
Yeah.
So
It's still like
So,
productive, like
yeah.
educational, like you're stimulating yourself to continue to like expand your knowledge on what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'll look at some of my chefs that I like Sean Brock, and like not like I like all chefs, but like chefs that their styles inspire
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it. And then chasing my daughter around the damn
I
house.
love that.
But
Love it.
yeah, my weekends are like low key.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
crazy. How are your kids doing, Drew?
I have 0 kids. But according to you last week, I have 7, so.
Drew, you're
Caleb,
not
your
shit,
weekend,
bro.
go.
Fucking horrible.
trolling on
My
this
weekend
shit is
was
so
good
funny.
though, guys. Honestly,
That's
like
right.
pretty busy.
Oh yeah, it's my
Actually-
daughter on the screensaver.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, look at her, she's
Yo, I
so
love that
cute.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fire.
god, adorable, so
So,
cute.
I plan on. That's the tattoo. I want her like all those faces because it like describes her personality.
Where
Yeah.
you
She's,
get that?
she's nuts. Probably on my stomach.
Alright.
Yeah, probably on my stomach. You know,
Alright.
so yeah, we'll see. You get tattoos when you're young, and then when you get older, when you actually know what kind of tattoos you want. It's like why do I got these two here? So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Think about your tattoos, kids.
Right. I draw all of mine out because I'm just like, I feel like nobody else is really gonna be able able to like portray it how I want to. Like I draw the base of like basically the whole entire thing, and I let the artist add like some of their own flair to it, like obviously open to like constructive criticism to just make it and like have it look smoother, if you will. But yeah, I love it. But my weekend was good, guys. Honestly, it was busy. Yeah, I've been exploring more of Massachusetts, like I said I wanted to. I spent Friday in Salem, which was really nice, and then
I never
why are
been
you
to
staring
Salem.
at me
Really?
like that?
What do you mean? I just leaned forward a little bit.
You're like
I was just adjusting myself.
I adjusted myself.
But where'd you say you were at?
Anyway.
I love you.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's crazy too because I've never been. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, but I've never been to Salem.
Bro,
It's just
Salem is
crazy.
beautiful. Like when
It
we
is,
went
it was
for that
very
one time in
pretty.
Halloween, yo, like that shit is a real fucking Halloween town. Like I
Yeah,
don't care what
deadass.
anybody says. They take that shit so fucking serious. Like out
I
there, every house had a fucking Halloween decoration on it.
So
Like,
I've never been to Salem, and my fiance has never been to Salem. My daughter is like obsessed with Halloween. She loves Halloween everything.
Yeah.
So
Take
Salem
her there.
is like we're gonna like
oh.
take a week off from the restaurant and just go up there and like see everything because everyone says Salem's so dope. And a lot of people say don't go during like Halloween like season.
Yeah.
But it's like you want to go during Halloween season because
that's
Like,
where you
so
really
you
get
mix
into
that.
it.
Yeah.
Just get there early enough so you can see everything.
Yeah.
But for real, if Halloween Town was a real place, I think it would be.
So
Yeah.
everyone here's been to Salem?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went
Okay.
a couple years ago for our friend's birthday on Halloween.
So what would you tell me like as like the first time going?
Somebody said a heart. It's so cute.
For Salem, I would say.
That's probably my fiance.
Aww, love it.
I would say honestly, just hit up the haunted houses that we went to, right? Just go to the
Yeah,
haunted
we went
houses
to the
and check them
haunted
out.
houses. They got mazes. They have the graveyard tours. They have the whole bit. Like anything Halloween-y, they got it.
I'm a scaredy cat.
But like when nightfall comes, that's when like the people that really be on that makeup shit.
Oh, really? So it's creepy,
I
like scary?
got a photo. Hold up. Let me check.
This dude.
Like it looks realistic as fuck.
When it was it, he was it.
Oh my
Oh
God.
Bro.
Somebody
Pennywise.
actually, when I was in town out there, somebody had a sticker of it coming out like through the little hole, like coming out like just on the back of their car. I was like, oh shit.
This was 2020. You said, Tariq?
It was 21.
So speaking of it and like Pennywise, our son wanted a book. He wanted the It book or whatever, and he didn't realize that the original It book is like 1,000,000 pages long. It's like crazy. Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yeah.
And people get paid for that too.
Yeah.
Like,
But
they
this
get
man
paid
was
for it.
literally just walking around like freely like.
That looks like it's exactly
The real
from the
thing.
movie. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
And he just had a fucking like he was talking like he was regular. He was
I mean, you're that talented at makeup and like you should be working on those sets.
Bro.
He might, so salute to him.
Bro, that
Right,
shit-
if he does, he should be like. I
That's
would.
so
I
crazy.
hope he is getting paid for that.
But yeah, that Salem definitely is I would
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah, we're
If you
taking
wanna
the
get into
family to
Halloween
Salem.
shit,
Yeah,
take them there.
because my daughter's gonna love it. She just like, she's not afraid of anything.
I wanted to do a
Nice.
ghost tour though.
I seen
Like,
that shit when
like,
I
get
walked.
the
I
lantern,
walked
they
by a
give you like
couple
a
of them.
lantern and
Yeah.
you walk through the mazes and do your own like guided tour and shit.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah,
You're
that's
probably-
like a setup, bro.
I'm not going.
Setup.
What do you mean? That's Halloween.
I don't know
Like
if I was doing all that.
that's Halloween.
I
What
ain't
you
doing all that.
mean? It's Halloween, bro.
I think a lot
And
of
Halloween
places
is
have
my
like,
favorite holiday. Like
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
Christmas,
I know
bro.
Halloween is your favorite holiday.
Christmas is cool, but like candy, free candy, and we get to scare motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm with it.
horrible.
yeah.
I'm with that shit. Right?
Trick or treating was a vibe. It was a
Bro,
vibe when
the
you were
night
younger.
before Halloween, mischief night,
Yeah,
I take that
You
shit
outside.
serious.
yeah.
You be
I'm egging
outside.
houses, toilet paper, I'm TPing houses, bro. Like,
Not you terrorizing the neighborhood, bro. Fuck that neighborhood.
they got money, they'll clean it up.
I can't.
Yeah, we got arrested for stuff like
Bad
that.
little
so-
bad little
you
shit.
got arrested for it, but
Oh
I
my
wasn't
God.
getting caught.
Yeah, there you go. I said, don't get caught. Don't
There
get
you
caught.
go.
And and you're good.
Yeah, bro. Shit, you egg that shit, throw about 10 eggs, dip. You got 2 left in the carton. Like, stop playing, bro. Like, you good.
Come back around. Do.
Reload.
I'm dead. But yeah, so I did that. That was dope. And then I had been dealing with some house issues actually, where my ceiling was leaking again. So I had to take care of doing that this weekend, which was extremely just inconvenient, if you will. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I have to take care of the crib. You feel me? But yeah, I feel like things have been pretty fucking non-stop, and then Sunday I had to bring my car to the mechanic, dropped it off early. I mean, I didn't get it back until later in the afternoon. I spent some time with my family for Mother's Day, and that was pretty much it. But just working. I mean, meetings back to back, Monday, yesterday, today. I mean, been at it since like 9 a.m. Probably won't stop till when I get back to the crib, I'll probably work a little bit more. So it is what it is, you know. But yeah, that was basically my weekend. Quick, nothing too crazy. Yeah, y'all had me dying when y'all called me for real, cause I was really just chilling peacefully and shit, and I'm just like, what are they about to be?
So let me hear it. Who called you?
Drew was acting up and was like, I don't
Who
want to
called
do
you,
the podcast, and I was like, let me just call
And
Taylor.
Tariq called, right? The
I did
call
call.
came through from Tariq's phone, right?
Thank you. I called.
Or was it from your phone, Drew?
I
I can't
called.
remember, and my phone's actually.
Wow.
I called, and
Bro, I know I'd be fried and
I'm
I'd
about
be
to tell
forgetting
you
shit,
right
but
now.
I know for a fact
You
that
called
I
me,
called
Drew?
you off my
No,
phone.
but you did too
Because
on another
I
occasion.
literally said, yo, this Tariq literally is sitting next to me, right? And he goes, yo, I don't know about doing the show next week, bro, because
It was you,
the
Drew.
game is gonna be on.
Drew, it was you. It was
And
you.
I said, what
At
are you saying?
5:53
I
p.m.
literally looked at him. I said,
that's not what I said.
I said at first,
I said, yo, Drew, I don't think we should do a show. I think we should, take a week off.
oh, now we admitting, though, right?
That's me and Drew was so he's like, what? Nigga, what are you talking about? Nah, I'm calling Caleb. I'm calling. Nah,
Bro, I was
It's
blacking out. I called you,
You did.
and what did I say? I was like, yo, this
You were
is
just like-
fucking crazy.
Yeah, you were like,
He's over here wanting
Oh,
to
yeah,
cancel the
for
show.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to do what you always do to me because you love to lie on my name. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I'm just as confused as you are.
I'm super confused. High and super confused.
No
Right.
cap. Nah, but yeah, continue, Kayla.
That was my weekend, guys. Yeah, pretty
What
easy.
did you get your mama? What did you get Dora, bro?
I got my mom some
The
flowers.
sweetest mother of all.
I got her some flowers. I made some food. So,
That's good.
yeah, I mean, we just chilled at the crib.
I wish
We're
I
always
could.
doing
I wish I
something,
could
you
have
know
done
what I
something
mean?
for my mom.
We're always doing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, me too.
Shots
My mom-
fired.
Yeah,
Something.
me too. But
Shout
my
out
mom
to
was in the
Kathy.
kitchen talking about how your eggs are trash. So you know what? Hey.
Wow.
She was talking about how you left the bacon in the oven.
Yeah,
And
she
it
said.
turned black,
And she
bro.
said your eggs were trash.
And yeah, she
Wow.
was saying that. Actually, Anna, if you
Wow.
listen
You
to
do
this,
scrambled eggs? What kind of eggs did you
so
make?
she came up.
What
I
kind
was
of
doing
eggs?
scrambled eggs, and literally she comes up and she said they were trash because there was not enough salt for her in it.
So how do you make your scrambled eggs?
So I make my scrambled eggs. I literally put my pot on there, turn on my flame. You're gonna have to make them scrambled, and when you're making the eggs, you know it's gonna be quick, so you gotta turn that shit on hot. Feel me?
Okay.
So
I like making my eggs like Japanese style eggs.
with the
I mean, like I make them
chop.
soft. Like,
mm,
so when I make my eggs, obviously you crack the eggs. I'll do heavy cream. I'll do cornstarch, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, whisk, and then I turn the pan on very high, and I smack it with oil. As soon as I add the eggs, you cut the pan off, and you fold your eggs. You know what I mean? So you just folding them over and layer. So it's like kind of fold and like tilting the pan, and like they kind of look like they're not done, but they're done. They're soft and they're just like fluffy and they're just light.
Yeah.
So like that's how I like my eggs, and like I know
I feel
people
that.
like their scrambled eggs different ways.
Yeah.
That's one thing too. Because he was doing it, and you know how like when you just like you said, like they're not all the way done yet, but it's like it's perfectly there.
Yeah.
That's just, especially on buffets, they're just gonna carry over anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And this is what he's doing. And Mom was like, nah, those ain't done all the way. We're like, get out of the kitchen. You know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right.
She's talking about those are trash eggs. Those aren't fully done. And I'm like, yo, like, I was like, what did I tell her? I was like, yo, you sent me.
You sent your son to school.
Yeah, you sent your son to school for a lot of money to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to trust and believe we know what we're doing.
Right.
No.
And she was like, those eggs ain't done. I'm like, alright, you know what?
They're done.
So I was just like, fuck it.
They're done.
No, I missed it. I wanted to stop by, guys, but I couldn't. I love y'all though.
Alright, so the first topic.
To recap,
Yes.
what's the word of the day today?
The word of the day today, guys, is we're beginning our mother sauces series. We went over our 5 mother sauces last week. Drew, what's our 5 mother sauces?
We got. This nigga
This
asked me
nigga's
trash.
trash.
When I'm frying hell. So literally. So we got what was the acronym? I'm trying to think of the acronym from school. But hold up. My girlfriend B, I think it was, or some shit like that. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But
Alright, it's fine.
Yeah,
You good.
go.
You failed.
You
Alright.
failed.
Alright, so
What are the mother sauces?
The mother sauces, I can name a few.
Go.
Bechamel, sauce tomate,
Tomato sauce.
right?
Tomato
No.
sauce.
I don't know the names, like the technical names. Like
Yeah,
I just know
sauce.
like the technique.
There's no technical names in the trenches. Okay?
Tariq, just go ahead. Just
We're in
teach
the
the
trenches.
people. Just teach the people.
our word of the day today is actually bechamel, the one that Kayla said, but you couldn't
Yeah.
get off this, right?
Bro, you
Right? You
fucking.
can't even say one,
You
Drew.
couldn't say one.
Okay.
But
She gets a derivative. What's a
derivative?
derivative of bechamel? Mornay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Mornay.
Let's
Wait,
move
isn't
on.
velouté
I know my shit.
And then,
Can we?
wait, is hollandaise another sauce too?
Yes.
Yes, it is. And then there's one more. Fuck the fish. No.
It's the brown
fuck.
sauce. You got most
fuck.
of them.
That's
People
big.
love
Yes,
hollandaise
Espanol.
sauce.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Holidays, yeah, they love that shit.
That's like if you're going some of those breakfast spots.
I actually got.
It's sitting in a double boil.
I got a few questions
all
about that
day.
for you, because we got into eggs already.
Eggs, yeah.
Let's get into bechamel first. So bechamel basically is a mother sauce, which is basically created from white roux and milk, basically seasoned with white pepper because white fishes or sauces you want to season with white pepper most of the time. It's nutmeg. Derivatives of bechamel, Drew already said one, Mornay, which is basically made with Gruyere, Parmesan. Cheese sauce. Cheese sauces are the biggest one. Mornay is another big one, but it's basically just all different cheeses, your cheddars, your mozz, anything you want throwing them. Another one is Nantua, which is basically like shrimp heads or crawfish heads or like lobster heads, basically. Some butter and some heavy cream. That one was actually pretty interesting.
Was it a French one?
Yeah, it was like a French one. Yeah. And that one was like bright red.
Fire, though.
Yeah.
It's heavy, like that seafood just comes through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's really good to use the heads and a lot of things that people just like discard.
Yeah.
You know
What
what I mean?
dish
There's
would
so
you
much
put that
use.
with?
Honestly, anything.
It's like
Like a
if
cream
you're doing
seafood,
cream
yeah.
based sauce,
Yeah.
you're gonna match it up with a pasta. Like if you're gonna do like a fettuccine,
Seafood,
yeah, so it's
pasta,
gonna be like a
yes.
seafood based.
A crawfish fettuccine, something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, seafood cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Love that.
Fire.
Love that.
But I mean
That's
that,
that shit.
yeah, that's our first mother sauce that we got.
Allergic.
She's allergic to shrimp. That's all.
Yeah, but I can still dream about it, and
You're
I know
allergic to
how fucking
shrimp?
good it is because I've eaten shrimp before, and I know how
Oh,
good it is,
man.
and I've definitely eaten cheese, plenty of cheese sauces. in
But
my
we
mouth.
don't want to put your.
You can do a lot with shrimp.
I wouldn't even put it like that.
So much.
I know. Anyway. Anyway.
But yeah, that's our word of the day. Again, quick, easy. Just a mother sauce, just so you guys can learn about, so you guys can make on your own as well. So I mean, there you guys have it. But no, I was gonna say, that's one thing I was gonna kind of add into it. do you use like bechamel or any like derivatives like in your restaurants and stuff?
I mean, not really. Like, there's certain dishes, like when I have my mac and cheese, I guess with mac and cheese you can say that. I would do like a garlic confit. So, and I'd use the garlic oil. Like, I like using garlic oil pretty much on a lot of different things. So yeah, I do a garlic confit, and then with that garlic, I blend that up and add it to my cheese base, and that would be like the base for my mac and cheese, for my nachos and things like that. So
Nice.
yeah, that's, I guess that roux concept like is there, and then like there's ways like if you don't want to use a roux, you can just tighten it up with like just regular cheese. You know what I mean? Whatever cheese blend you're going to use. So yeah,
Alright.
I guess I use it in some aspects. Definitely use it at home. It depends on what style of cooking I'm kind of going for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's things like with sport and leisure. You know, it's a sports bar, but like we kind of take a concept of like we're a sports bar, but we're like a higher end sports bar. You know what I mean? So like that's things that we can do that other sports bars would not do. You know what I mean? So you know, depending on what kind of menu I'm thinking of.
Word. Yeah, that's our word today, guys.
Nice. Love
That's
that.
just
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. So let's get into my topic real quick. Which I mean goes hand in hand with what we was just talking about, food, right? Recipes and stuff like that. Oh wait. Myself, my little ring. Almost forgot it. Yeah, no, and just how like we use cooking as like spiritually, you know what I mean? How like we connect with the food, and just like I feel like ingredients are so like underrated sometimes, or not underrated, but like I don't know.
They're not appreciated.
People don't appreciate food,
Yeah.
like
Used
actually
often.
like things that are grown from nature. Like I feel like people are so disconnected with life and what life should be to understand that like there's a process to this shit, and you have to know how to do this shit, cause like survival mode kicks in, like you gotta fucking, you know, like this is like I feel like cooking is part of like an essential thing in life.
And I don't even think it's about like what life should be. It's like what life is about. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I mean,
Well,
like,
we're supposed to appreciate the things that come from the earth that we live on and like feed off of those. But like literally, we've gotten to a point where we literally just turn the shit into, I don't know, fucking saturated fats.
turn into McDonald's.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fucking Burger
Turn your
King
shit
fast
into some
food.
fake
We're
ass,
just always
plastic
fucking
ass
consuming
shit.
some shit.
Yeah.
Anytime you look at an advertisement or some shit, it's somebody shoving a burger in their fucking mouth and saying, this is good, come and eat. Like,
Hey,
Right.
I love burgers. I love burgers.
exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, like that shit, I love
Yeah.
burgers too, but it's like you gotta really sit down and think like, yo, what the fuck is the media feeding me, and what is actually good for me, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Now you said something very dope, like in the beginning, like food is, it's more than what like is on the TV screens and whatnot. Food is culture. Food is life. So I'm Narragansett Indian. I'm from the Narragansett Indian tribe. So my ancestors honored the earth, honored the land, the ocean. So like when you're playing around with these ingredients and touching these things, these are living things that are giving you life.
Sacred.
So it's a very spiritual thing, and like when you're putting together dishes, like you're thinking about where this meat come from, and you're working with local farms, like so it's a lot more. It's nourishment of the mind, body, and soul. So food is very spiritual, especially in our tribes, and it's our culture. It's recipes that are passed down. For some of us, it's like it's how we connect with our ancestors. Some of your ancestors you did not get to meet, and it's like this is how they did. This is how my great grandpa. This is how like I talked about my dad's wings, Poncho's wings. Like everyone in my family knows my dad's wings, and that's just literally a pot. That's his wing pot. You know what I mean? That's all he fries is chicken in that pot. like it's a seasoned pot. Like it's just like from when I was younger. That's his, what he cooks.
That's
his chicken.
crazy.
So it's like things like that. Like it means a lot. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly.
And that's what, like as chefs, we try to pass that on to our guests, like so they can taste that and feel that spiritual connection. You know what I mean? That's what food is, and that's what we do as chefs.
Yes. Honestly, applause for that because literally.
Honestly, I was
so
talking, just talking about Sunday when I was talking to African Pipeline. He was just talking about like a lot of the herbs and spices that like we don't know about, we don't use in like our daily routines and so like that. And even today I was telling my mom, like, I have a foster sister that my mom take care of and stuff like that. And we went to the doctor's, like, she had an appointment and she was just like, yo, her like ADHD's kind of been like through the roof lately and stuff like that. She was like, I really don't want to put her on meds, but like, what is really out there like for me to really do? And I'm like, honestly, just try some tea. She's like, tea? I'm like, I mean, it may not work or anything, but I mean, there's just so many spices. Make some herbal tea. Have her just drink it in the morning, like see how that works for her. I mean, so it's like, again, even if it's like I'm not doing it every day, but there's like so many different like, herbs and spices that's out there, like we can all be using. And even I remember like when I was in Italy and stuff like that, and it's like just seeing like the fresh herbs and like just picking them out in the garden and like just like, yo, this is like different. You don't always see this every day. You know what I mean? So that's honestly that's like
seeing and touching and feeling and smelling. It's like, yo, you appreciate it a lot more when you can go see the farms, when you can go pet the animals. It's like you appreciate that much more. Like all of our ancestors that have walked on this earth had to hunt, had to fish, had to grow, and you had to learn, and that's just what it was. Like so, it's like going to a farm, learning about the animals, like starting a fire, learning, the skin and slaughter, like that's the closest thing you're gonna get to your ancestors, growing it, so those things are big and those things are deep, so it's dope you went there and you got to experience that, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. The world is crazy, like, there's so much out there to learn, you know what I mean? Especially as like chefs and just people, you know what I mean? So
very true.
and like as a chef you always learn, like that's so I don't think that's like the perfect or master chef because even that chef has to learn more.
Still.
Exactly.
It's like you always have to learn.
There's
constant
learning.
Exactly, it's constantly learning.
I feel like
and
that's
then,
with any craft too, though. Or any like artistic or creative avenue, really like that can focus in on like expressing yourself through a specific medium, if you will, right? Like, it's just insane. I love it.
Even as you were saying, like as chefs, we're always learning. Anytime like someone like now asks me like, oh yeah, what's your favorite thing to make, or what's your favorite thing? I'm like, I don't have one because I'm always trying to learn something new. Like you guys see, every Sunday we're making something new, something different. Even if I've never tried it before, it's my first time trying it. And, all right, Saturday, all right, cool. I'll do it again Sunday. I change something up, so now I'm learning. Okay, now I can put this in my arsenal, but it's something that's different. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Tools under the belt. You know what I mean? So that's key.
Exactly.
Oh, now we got the lights on.
Spotlight
time.
Turn the light on.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, awesome. I love the conversation, guys. I feel like definitely connect with all of that. Like Tariq, the part where you mentioned like, I remember going into the garden and grabbing like mad herbs and stuff, and it reminded me of this past weekend. I actually went outside and I picked some fresh mint for a drink that was made at the crib, and like it was just so delicious, like how fresh it was, and like just I was like, yo, why don't I have this little section of my backyard just growing mad herbs? Like that shit should be full of herbs. All of my herbs should be growing there. So I think I'm gonna dedicate myself to making that happen this summer. I feel like I could do that shit really quickly.
Honestly,
what else you growing back there, Slime? Stop playing.
Stop playing.
You got mint. You got. Yo, I'm dead. Oh my goodness, you are too much, bro.
Yo,
you are hilarious.
it's great. Love it. I love it here. Yeah, it's so amazing to be able to connect with food like that and know that it has such a healing power. I loved too, Tariq, what you mentioned when you brought up your little sis, you know, because like deadass herbs are so powerful and incorporating them into our lives, like at specific moments when we're going through specific ailments will literally like benefit and heal the body because that's what they're made for. Like literally Mother Nature gives us every single thing that we need to survive, and that exactly goes deeper into, you know, when Kenny, when you were talking about your ancestors having to literally know how to navigate the land to be able to live. That's basic survival skills, you know what I mean? And it's, yeah, it's just, it goes so much deeper than that though too, just like being able to connect on that spiritual level and really feel the resemblance of my food. And like that's when I make the things that I make, like I'm always trying to figure out a way for me to like incorporate myself and my roots into it, whether it be, you know, through the techniques that I learned in school or the flavors and just like style combinations, the like products that are made like in, you know, like Colombia and in PR, and it's just like using all of these tropical flavors and different spices, and just like to be able to showcase that through my food so people can understand like where I'm coming from. I think it's so amazing when other chefs do that as well, because I feel like that's truly like we're doing the thing, you know, like you have to have, I feel, a special like level of like love in your heart to make food and really make it for people to feed them and like heal them, because that's what we're doing, guys. Deadass.
Yeah.
It really bubbles down to, I think it's like absolutely amazing. Yeah, like, I love cooking. I feel like I just love cooking so much. Just like I can't stop, won't stop, I never will. I mean, I have to take my breaks sometimes too, and I feel like even, you know, that can be a challenge within itself, right? Is like always having to go, right? And I feel like our spirit always has to continue to go and keep doing it, when like sometimes we gotta take that break too though. We gotta come back down and truly like understand where we're at, what we're doing, and you know, not even really focusing that much about the past, but really just being present and like understanding how our very extreme near future is gonna go, and then, you know, our somewhat more of a distant future, and then beyond that. Just really having a grasp and a handle on life, because, you know, it's only here for a certain amount of time. We can only really guarantee so much, but like, it's like a guessing game. So like, why not just live it to your fullest and properly? With the best intention.
There you go.
He said,
Yeah.
You could live on the wild side too. It don't
I
hurt
mean,
to
you
live a
could.
little bit. You feel me? Like,
I mean, yeah, definitely.
why not
You have
steal
to.
a car? Like, you feel me? Like,
I don't know about that. No.
Oh, man.
I ain't
Why
about that.
Why not get into a car accident and just call Daryl from Progressive?
alright.
flash your gun and course
I already got
yourself
enough
wings.
claims, bro.
Right.
Chillin'. But yeah, that was very, very, very good and well explained, Kayla.
Thank you. It's just a combo about cooking, you know, as spirituality.
Okay.
People don't even think about that concept, like being together. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm telling people about the podcast, I'm like, yeah, my topic is like spirituality. They're like, oh my god, really? Like, yeah. Like, how do you connect that? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's given. Life.
Basically.
Lifestyle. That is what lifestyle is to me, honestly. Like, yeah, I just, yeah. It's great. So that's my topic for today.
Shit is punching.
Yeah.
Here, give this.
I'm not even fucking up the rotation.
Anyway, did you want your sparkles before you
No,
go?
yes, please, of
Of
course.
course. That's your outro right there.
Thanks.
There you go.
I love how you're just like,
You get your flowers.
thanks.
I'm
Okay.
screaming.
Not him DJing for me.
Thank you, Lil John. Anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the word on the street.
What's the word on the street?
Word on the street really is just a little showcase on our guest here today.
Word on the street, basically our topic for today, basically.
Pretty much. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I love how you really use two topics in one today.
I mean, you just pulled the cable, that's all you did.
Oh!
Okay, well, it's alright.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, chill, Ricky, chill. Why you
When Kim
telling me
wanna go on her
like
little
that?
rant, she go on her weekend, then go into some spirituality, so just quick little transition into it.
You feel me? Quick little.
But what I really want to know is you've been cooking for how many years?
Oh my god. For a while. So I started working in restaurants probably in middle school, then throughout high school.
Alright.
So I'm 34, so.
Alright, we're still young too.
Yeah.
Keeping it young, I feel that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's it called? You've obviously been in and out a lot of kitchens.
Yes.
And worked a lot of places around a lot of different people. And what I want to know is what is the craziest thing you've ever seen in the kitchen?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a crazy
I know.
question.
He's not old.
Because-
Somebody said you're old.
34 old, yeah. I don't even feel comfortable saying some of the stuff I've seen in kitchens, like crazy things in kitchens.
What's the least PG?
Yeah, like I'm thinking about like
I'm not gonna-
for an example. So I was asking my chef the same question that I'm asking you one day. I was like, yo, chef, what is the most craziest thing you've ever seen in the kitchen? And he was like, there was this one time where there was gas leaking inside of the walk-in.
Oh
And
my
it was,
god.
like some fucking like combustion or something like that, right? So they were trying to keep the door shut, and the whole walk-in was bulging, he said, and the door literally burst open, and one of his sous chef was behind the door, and he flew across the kitchen, and the door like hit and smashed him into the wall, like that type of shit.
Okay,
And they had to
so
take him to the
that.
hospital,
Wow.
like he
Yeah.
fucked himself up, like all that shit.
I've
Oh
seen
my
someone
God.
open the steamer door and put their face straight there, like.
Oh,
they- they-
wow.
That nigga looks
And
like
what?
Two-Face.
Oh my God, yeah. It was so bad. I mean, instantly his face is blistered up, and it was so disgusting. And yeah,
That is the worst.
it was
feeling.
terrifying.
Steam burn is
Steam
the
burn is
worst
horrible.
burn.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
number
Yes.
one burn in the kitchen, bro.
That is
I don't
the
care
worst.
what anybody says.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
touch
god,
your-
it hurts
You
so
can literally
bad.
lay your fucking hand on the flat top itself, and
Yeah.
you will not hurt as much as you hurt from a fucking steam burn.
So that's the worst thing I've seen.
Steam burns hurt from air.
Yeah.
From air.
Right.
It
That
was
shit.
bad.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, it was bad. Shout out to Nate. I won't give you a last name, but yeah, it was
God
bad.
damn.
I mean, let's just start from the beginning. One, are you from Rhode Island or in the area and stuff? I mean, how did you even get into cooking?
Yeah, I'm from Wakefield, Rhode Island. So,
Wakefield?
Yeah, Wakefield. Down towards South Kingstown, Narragansett. So, yeah, that's where I was born and raised.
Run us
Nice.
by your origin first. Like, how? Like, I want to know some of the Native American background and everything too.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm from the Narragansett Indian tribe. My dad is Kenneth Robinson. My mother is Sandra Pates. We also have Wilcox on our side. Medicine man in our tribe, like in our family line. Yeah, so like that's
And these are all famous Native Americans.
No, this is my family.
Oh.
Famous Native Americans.
Yo, alright, there was second grade and all that
Yes. Yo, yeah. So like that's a lot of Native American tribes. But yeah, my family stems from Narragansett Indian tribe. So born and raised there. Went to South Kingstown High School. I'm tapping out on that right now. Went to South Kingstown High School. Graduated from there. But pretty much my kitchen journey started when I was younger. Just being around family, honestly. I didn't go to culinary school. I just learned as I went. You know, went from dishwasher to prep cook to line cook to working garde manger to saute to expediter to head chef to sous chef, head chef to executive chef to restaurant owner. So just working all those, titles, definitely just made me appreciate every position more. And even working in front of the house, from server to bartender, like I pretty much worked every position in the restaurant. Yes, exactly. So my origins just stem from pretty much family and just being. I mean, I just cooking came natural just because I had to cook. Just being in my family, big family, like you have to cook. Like it's just what it is. Like you're doing everything. You're cleaning, you're cooking, you're working. Yeah, exactly. So it kind of was just like that, and I didn't realize my passion for it really. Like I think COVID, after when COVID happened, that's when I just really started taking it more serious, my craft for it. But I just love cooking at home. I was just that person that would just be like, Alicia, I want to do this today, and just make a crazy recipe, just constantly pushing and challenging myself. So I want to do more. You know what I mean? So, and as a chef, it's you just constantly want to strive, and it's I want to go after a star. You know what I mean? I want to why can't I? So, and that's what it is. I'm at the stage where it's planning and so I'm going in a different direction. So
Now you said you didn't go to culinary school. Now we all went to culinary school and stuff like that. Was there a time you wanted to go to culinary school, or was you was already in the industry, so you just let me just stay where I'm at basically?
Yeah, I mean, I went to CCRI for business, and which is crazy, because I'm a chef, and that's just what I am. It's point blank, that's what I am.
So you want to feed everyone every time that you cook, that you guys host a dinner party and you make a whole meal.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so I did want to go to culinary school at one point, you know what I mean? So I was I want to do it, but I had to work, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And juggling so much, it's kind of different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So depending on your background and your upbringing, you're in certain situations, and it's when I was at CCRI, I was working at Five Guys, the first Five Guys that came to Rhode Island, that was in Ward. So I was working at Five Guys, taking the bus, to CCRI, then taking the bus back down to Wakefield. So it's juggling all these things. It's it kind of was impossible. You know what I mean? It was impossible. And let me tell you something about Five Guys. Their cleaning is through the roof. You're spending an hour and a half to 2 hours cleaning after the restaurant's closed. They're cleaning everything. They make you top to bottom, and the guys just walk around checking everything, wiping his finger on things. It was nuts. I'm not sure if it's like that now, but when I was working there, it literally was the craziest cleaning process. So juggling that so much stuff, I just didn't go to culinary school. I always wanted to go to culinary school.
Yeah.
My uncle went to Johnson and Wales, so Chef Tyrone, who has Heart and Soul food truck now.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to Johnson and Wales. I did a cooking segment with him at Johnson and Wales for the kids. But so always wanted to, just didn't get the chance to.
Damn, we can't ask this culinary school scam though. That was the one thing I wanted to ask, especially from someone who's outside of our.
Is it a scam? I honestly think.
Honestly.
I'll answer honestly. I think the amount of debt some kids get into going to culinary school, and then having that high expectation of getting a crazy, exactly. It's tough. I've talked to kids from Johnson and Wales, and I had a couple kids from Johnson and Wales at Sport and Leisure, and I was I would take the money and travel and go work for that Michelin star chef. Go, you know what I mean? Go work on those crazy lines. That, I think that would be more valuable. You know what I mean? Cause cooking is a learning experience. there's books out there, there's YouTube, like you can literally just like, you know what I mean? Like if you're, you know, it's if you're passionate about it and you love it enough, you can learn any style.
Yeah.
You can dedicate yourself to any style. You know what I mean? And like, just leap, take that jump. So I don't think it's a scam, but I do think that expectation of you're gonna make right out the gate is like, it's crazy, it's insane. You know what I mean? Like it's insane. Like, because that's people in the trenches that just like, that's what it is. You have to work. You know what I mean? Like, work up that ladder no matter what. You know what I mean? Like.
Yep, I feel that, and honestly, just even think about it, like when you said, like when you're in kitchens, like that's when you really put the work in from school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you worked in restaurants with like some kids coming fresh out of culinary school, and you feel like they can't really handle it, or like they're not really there yet?
Yeah, I've worked with kids that were fresh out of culinary school, and they weren't prepared for the amount of chaos. They weren't prepared for that ticket rail. Just going. They weren't prepared for that board filled. They weren't prepared for that expediter yelling like, "Where's my shit?" Like and then things happen when things break, when you burn your hand. Like, what are you gonna do? So it's that type of thing that like, that's why like chefs will look and be like, "Where are you coming from? Oh, you went there? All right, I'm gonna throw you in the fire." You know what I mean? So like, you're getting thrown in the fire because it's like, I gotta see, you know what I mean, what this kid can do.
Yeah.
So no matter like what you're learning and what books you're studying, like it's different when you're standing up against that, you know what I mean? And that chefs you're gonna work for that are cool, that chefs that you're gonna work for that are dicks, that chefs that you're gonna work for that are hard on you, that you think they're just beating you, but really they're just trying to show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. And that's what it is, and some people can handle it, some people can't, you know. So
like
it's just a line of work, you know what I mean? Being a chef it's not easy. Like being a chef is not easy. I think a lot of people think it's easy. It's not. It's like when you're going to sleep at night and you're hearing the ticket rail.
Bruh. Oh
Yo,
my god.
my
I say that shit all the time. That shit is a
I think after restaurants, I really be like, here's something like,
yeah.
I got orders coming in right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
nah,
I remember waking
right
up just like
bug.
thinking, oh, did I wrap that? Oh, did I
Right.
turn it off?
Oh
Like just knowing like if I didn't do something, like
fucked up.
I was gonna get
In
fucking
any
like,
way.
screamed at. So it's that type of, you know what I mean? Like you have to be insane to want to be a chef.
Yo, dead ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
to be in shit like.
You have to really want to
you know,
be doing that.
Cause you have to like
Doing this.
the show you have to put on and the consistency you have to do and like, you know, to make sure that everything's run right and then like to trust your other fellow line cooks and to trust your other fellow chefs, like that they're plating it right, that they're seasoning it right, like that, like if you can't like break away from that, you're not gonna have freedom. You know what I mean? So I learned that like you have to be willing to like let people, you know what I mean, do it. You know, they might not do it your way, but it's like, long as all these things are intact, it should be good. You know what I mean? So, like, and it's tough, like, cause you literally have to like let yourself go from that. You know what I mean? And, like, so I struggled with that for the longest time. It's like, yo, constantly being hands-on with people, constantly like, yo, do, you know what I mean? It's like, and that's how I had chefs on me, like, yo, this is, you know, every single plate, you know, so that's pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's insanity and madness, you know, so.
Honestly, Kaylee, Joe, I was gonna throw it to you guys too, outside of school. Have you had like a job where they just said, hey, get on the line, just throw you in the fire right away, like, or even just anything, honestly?
Yes. From the get-go.
Yeah, you know me. What the
Dead
hell?
ass. Facts. Like, as soon as, like, externship for me, like, I got thrown in the fucking fire. Like, Castle Hill was fucking booming. Honestly, the 3 years that I worked there, like, all the summers, that shit gets crazy busy. Like, the second year, I remember I switched from pastry and I went to GM to Garmage Day in the more casual kitchen, so down in the long kitchen. Yo, and that was tickets on tickets on tickets, like having to, I remember there was one time we tried to get this new guy in and this shit is crazy. Like literally can't make this shit up, going back to what you was talking about, like crazy things in the kitchen, bro. Yo, so one kid came in. He came in, I'm dead, bro. He came in, right? And so he got on my station. I'm like, obviously, like, training him and shit. Yo, like, what did he end up doing? He came in late the first day, and then the second day, yo, he dropped the fucking knife on his foot. Bruh. And then he never came back after that. That shit was crazy. Like, all my chefs was like, Kayla, what did you do to him? I was like, yo, hell no, yo. He dropped that shit on his foot and he said, peace,
Chris did the
motherfuckers.
same thing
That
to
shit's
the
crazy.
Chef Johnson.
Yeah.
I've seen people try to catch the knife.
Right, though, like, oh my
Bugging
god.
Yeah, I've seen
Fuck
so many
out.
people try to do that, like,
Oof.
the knife's going to fall and they want to catch it. And I'm
Right.
like, yo, you're literally trying
Don't.
to catch a knife.
Right.
Like,
No,
think about that. You're trying to catch a knife.
No.
I literally seen that in banquets. Literally, it's already a horrible day for everybody. And this kid's cutting salmon. Knife falls. He really catches it. He knew once he saw sliced. He held his hand. I said, oh no.
Yeah.
We failed for the day already, so
Yeah.
it just can't get any worse now.
Yeah, don't try to catch a knife.
Nah, but no bullshit. My first time that I was ever thrown in the fire, you're fucking with me. The first time that I was ever thrown in the fire was on my externship when I was at the JW Marriott and Ritz Carlton. They had that shit collab. It was called Grand Lakes Resort. Now the only reason I picked this shit as my internship was because I stayed there before when we went to Disney World one time, bro. Like, I thought that shit was lit. It had a lazy river and everything, bro. But time will let you know, like, there's a difference between staying somewhere and working somewhere, bro.
Very true.
And I found that shit out in 2016, bro. That shit was fucking ass, bro. Oh my god, yo. Like, so anyway, my first restaurant that I was thrown into, they had Melissa Kelly's Primo. And it was like, it wasn't no Michelin star restaurant, but it was like, she was a Michelin star earner, so she would show up from time to time and like would like make sure that everything was tip top. But the reason I'm bringing this kitchen up was because they had the most craziest communication system. So when you got on the line, each and every person on the line had their own headset.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
I remember you were saying
And
snaps for that.
and you would
It's like that in
you
Chick-fil-A,
would
I
literally
heard.
you would literally talk on the headset, like,
Fuck that.
and you guys would each like, but it was like a silent kitchen too, almost, like, because you're all like whispering on this headset. But like, it's funny at the same time because like you're doing your station and everything and making these complex dishes and putting them up and shit like that. When tickets are coming in crazy, people are like fucking like, yo, you're a shit bag, like, on the mic, and it's like you're trying to concentrate and it's in your ear. You're like dying, like, you're like, someone will be like, someone will get on the mic and be like, shit bag, shit bag, shit bag.
That's crazy.
And having you dying.
That's crazy.
But bro, like, that was the most craziest place I've ever worked, like, because it was so cool, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I love that, like, the communication system, and it was a really silent kitchen because, like, the diners would not hear. It was an open kitchen, and you can see the diners and everything,
Okay.
but, like, they couldn't hear you working, or they couldn't hear you, like, yelling on the line or anything. No one's fucking yelling on the mic.
Right.
He said it's not a bathroom. No, that's the booth for a studio.
I'm like, yeah, like I need to go. I need a bathroom break.
Wait, yo, PG, if you're in Kayla's live, where's the bathroom at?
I don't think she's there.
Yeah, she's not gonna lie.
What are you eating, Drew? Tell the people what you're eating.
You know, I'm eating some schmackers. That's what I'm eating. Some fucking schmackers.
He's really smacking on this right now, like really smacking.
What's he eating?
Yeah. Really smacking on this right now.
Nah, so I'm eating
What are
some
you eating? Yeah, tell
white rice, some fire ass white rice, some beautiful succulent, what are these, Roma tomatoes? What are they?
Yes, Roma
Some
tomatoes.
Roma tomatoes sliced, premium sliced Roma tomatoes.
Oh, you really?
Wait, I should be recording this right
Yo,
now.
damn. I don't even know where. Damn.
What?
I don't know where a bathroom is around here either.
I'm gonna find.
I mean,
real
like
quick.
around. No. If you go
Yeah,
left,
yeah,
right, and then you see as soon as you make that right to the left corner, there should be like a bathroom area. Cause I'd be looking in that hallway all the time.
Alright, let me find one real quick.
You
My
gonna
apologies.
You gonna find one? Alright.
Yeah. I gotta run.
So take a left, and then when you make that right,
It's that lemonade
it
you
should,
drink.
it should be
That
that.
lemonade. No. I need you to tell the people what you eat.
So,
Speaking to the mic too.
Yeah. That ASMR shit.
Okay.
so I am succulently.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
Hey yo!
Hey yo, I had to press the fucking button.
No. So, what I'm eating on, what I'm snacking on, I'm eating some white rice and some succulent sliced Roman tomatoes, premium. They're pretty good.
You trying to meatballs.
And we eat meatballs, but these meatballs made of turkey. These turkey meatballs, and they got barbecue sauce on it. They got a little dab on it. So you know I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna.
Bro, Drew's really a crackhead, bro.
Yo, what the hell?
Like, what the hell was that, Drew?
I fucking can't. Why is the fucking song was
I knew she hit the wrong button.
I'm sorry, guys. Jordan had me dying just now. Oh my god. I cannot.
Nah, bro, I'm really fucking hungry, bro. I'm really about to dog these wings over here.
Yeah, no, I was over there looking at the wings, like.
No cap. I was.
I'm glad I was no cap. One for you,
You're
kid.
fucking hilarious,
You
bro.
wanna get chopped?
Nigga, nothing.
Oh
You wanna
fuck,
get
my
chopped?
stomach hurts from laughing. I fucking can't.
Look, while we got a break in action from our guest.
Right.
Just wow.
Just wow. Yes, you already know. I made that shit too. I made that shit. I fed my kids today.
Wow.
Hey, yo!
What do you guys have planned for this week coming up?
What do I have planned?
Yeah, you guys got any events coming up?
Oh god, yes. Oh god, you want to look at my agenda?
No,
Let's
we
look
don't
at my
have-
agenda
no,
and remind
no,
me
we-
what I have going on.
God damn it, I'm tired of looking at that fucking agenda.
Dead ass, bro. Oh my, like 24 fucking 7. I feel like I have to look at this shit and just be like, okay, do I have time to do this? Because like it's urgent, and so
This
now I
shit
have
meaty as
to.
hell.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this shit meaty as hell.
Hold on.
So good.
This
Actually,
ass
no.
wing.
Actually,
Dead
Kayla, don't go into what you got this week though. Let's try to wait while
Let's
we're
do
on
that
here.
shit.
Let's
Hell yeah.
do an honest taste test while we're waiting on
Real
it
quick,
as
pass
well.
that shit. Pass that
Alright,
shit.
get your ass up and get your wings.
Pass that.
Bro, pass the
that
ball.
shit,
What's that
bro.
look like?
I'm gonna take yours.
Yo, chill out.
Kids.
Pass that.
Crack
Y'all
it.
some fiends, bro. Pass that.
Hell yeah, I had to. I bet.
That big ass wing. These
Oh, look
these
at
some
that. Oh my-
nuclear bomb wings,
Oh my
man.
god.
And he said this is house ranch too.
Steroid stem wings.
Howdy, look at this, bro.
That shit meaty as
Oh my
hell.
gosh.
I got a woolly mammoth fucking leg right here.
Hold on, I'm gonna get some ranch with this.
Alright. Why?
Oh my
Hold on,
god.
hold on.
Oh my.
Meaty as hell.
Yo, hey, yo, guys.
It's meaty as hell.
Not me over here filling.
Did you find a bathroom?
Nah, I can go outside.
Look,
Yo.
while you're going, we said we're gonna do a quick
started
taste test
eating,
of
bro.
your
We
quick taste test
eating.
of your wings too.
You
So,
already know.
Oh, yeah?
Badasses.
all right. So, what flavor is in this box right here?
Is that sesame seeds on it?
No.
Oh. It has buffalo and it has an Asian chili.
I think I'm eating a buffalo.
I got the buffalo one.
Yeah.
These things meaty as hell.
No, we
I
don't.
like these, bro.
Where the hell you find your chickens at?
No
U.S. foods. Nah. Yeah, those are meaty because I don't pre-bake those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So they're pretty much, I pretty much season them with like my own special seasoning, kind of let them sit and chill, and then I toss them in, flour mixture and then fry them. And I do the same concept of that, like with my seasoning and shit like that, and then I bake them for a different kind of wing that we'll sell at the restaurant.
Okay.
You know? So these wings are kind of like they're like
These
that.
have.
Exactly. Because if I was to bake those, like they'd shrink inside.
Yeah, exactly.
So keep them like we have to fry them a little bit longer because you're frying them from raw now.
Mm-hmm.
So compared to like your pre-baking and then cooling and then refrying.
Okay.
So,
So when I do wings too, cause I do my own, I do like my own little sauces too. So when I do mine now, I actually will par cook mine just a little bit, just so I can kind of take off from the frying time, and then cool them off like you just said, and then when I have orders, fry them, throw the sauce on it. So
yeah.
I was gonna say, what are your like some of the biggest differences you've seen from frying from the rib and baking and then frying basically.
Okay, so pretty much baking them, it shortens your cook time, so you can push out faster orders, and like you can kind of get them like crispy or extra well done if someone wants them extra well done. Compared to like raw, if you do it from raw, it's like you're gonna burn the shit out of them.
Yeah.
The raw like you can get juicy wings from baking them and then frying them, you know what I mean? And you also can get,
Jesus, he's talking.
from just frying them from raw.
Sorry, they're so rude.
No,
They do this to me literally all the time.
It's all good. So that's pretty much the two ways. I think they both work fine, depending on how you cook them. Just don't over bake them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, keep them how they is, because they meaty as hell.
yeah.
So now you have your restaurant, Sports and Leisure.
Yes.
So now, do you have Sports and Leisure and then Bun Hunt? I seen that too.
So I have Bun Fun. So I
Bun
co-own Bun Fun.
Okay.
My partner Pat wanted out, so that's why we closed the Federal Hill location.
Okay.
So the reason why I say co-own because I'm bringing Pat back in once we get up and going again, even though he doesn't want to be in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
So when we closed the Bun Front location, 30 Deck owns Rock and Rye Boston, and Oscar owns Brass and Black Sheep. John Lane and Jay reached out to me, and they said, I got a really dope location, like come check it out, so they showed me it, like I walked inside, I was like, this place is dope. I was like, we're gonna be in magazines, so,
That shit, hell
and
yeah.
then, which we did, I ended up in Rhode Island Food Magazine, and then like did a couple other segments and a couple of articles, which was cool. So they showed me the location, and I was like, all right, cool. They're like, they wanted to open it immediately, so there's like, how fast can you have a menu and everything like that? I was like, I can have a tasting done for you next week. So they showed me that. I literally went home, built the menu, like did my mad scientist thing, like in the kitchen, just like making sure everything's great, like pickling things and just, so we had the tasting, everything worked out perfect, and then we opened. So we'll be next month. We'll be open for a year.
Nice.
Hey, Sports and Leisure, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
what's up.
yeah, Sport
Congrats,
Leisure
that's
on
fucking
108 North
awesome.
Main Street. So yeah,
It's on North Main and Providence.
North Main Street in Providence. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
come and check it out.
Yeah. So and with the Bun Fun thing, I just do pop-ups with it, catering with it, and
Nice.
I have a whole new concept that I'm getting ready to roll out with the Bun Fun restaurant. It's called Bun Fun We Outside. So it's this pop-up tents, backyard style cookout vibes, beer coolers, and just like
So we
having
got
fun.
you telling us we got a reserve spot when the NBA finals come through?
Yeah, nah. You good. You good. You can come through anytime, bro.
Word.
But yeah, so like, that's it, man. I'm happy with things I've been able to achieve this far in the industry, and just like wanting to do more. more dope shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think once COVID happened, like chefs really start to see, their worth and their value. And like honestly, a lot of people turn into like home chefs and house chefs and like create all these different avenues where it's like you technically don't have to be in a building, so
Yeah.
and it also put us in the spot where it's like, yo, I know my worth. Like so
you said the biggest thing is that's as chefs once COVID happened, it's knowing your worth. And that was honestly for me that was the biggest thing that like was an eye opener. I literally just told someone like this week too. It was like after COVID, it was like a year. I didn't work and stuff, but that's where I started to build Chef's Free Company.
Yeah.
And it was literally like days before my birthday, and I just went back to the hotel and stuff, and it was like I was like, look, things have changed. Like you can't work into the ground because I have my business. I have this. I can help you guys out like I always did.
Yeah.
But I have my business, and again, things didn't change. And I worked one day. Dude calls for my next schedule. I was like, hey, like I told the last dude like this and that. This is my schedule. Oh yeah, we can't really work with that. I mean, I'm just getting in and stuff. You gotta talk to them. I said, all right, cool. I'm looking at my dad sitting right across from me because we're having a meeting. Like that's my manager for this stuff. So like we're having a meeting, and I said, let me take this call. I said, all right, great, cool. All right, cool. Hang up. I looked at him and said, yeah, I'm never going back.
Yeah, definitely.
Because at that moment it was like that's the wake up call that you guys still haven't changed.
Yeah.
You guys still don't actually care. You just want me to drive 45 minutes up to Boston, 45 minutes back, and then come right back the next day.
Yeah.
So it was like at that point, the money really wasn't worth it because I would do it on my own and find a way to make that money.
Yeah.
And everything else wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I was building my name, and look at me now, I'm still building it as we're going. So
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing for chefs that like it was an eye opening to say, I already know who I am, and let me build something else. So
Yeah, exactly. Like being a home chef, private chef. Like if I could find 2-3 clients where I'm gonna make 500, 600, like why am I gonna go work 40 hours for 400? You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. Like, and I know some people are just like afraid to take the gamble or take the leap. You know what I mean? So, but you never know. It's like you're passionate. Be happy, be passionate with your schedule, your life. You know how you want to do it. It doesn't always have to be punch that clock all the time. Like once you learn how to navigate these waters, which is dangerous waters out there in the restaurant industry, just food industry in general. But once you learn how to navigate them and like you figure out your lane and your craft and you're comfortable with it, it's like you can turn down shit. You can take that higher road. You know what I mean? So it's just the tools you got. You know what I mean? Obviously you learn. You create your business. You got things. It's like I know what I can do. And that's all it takes. You know what I mean? Confidence and passionate about your craft and knowing what you can do.
Definitely.
Pay me or fuck you.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah. That too. Fuck you and pay me.
It really works like that though. Yes.
it really does. As a restaurant owner, what's been like the toughest thing that you've seen, or like how to just kind of just experience?
Like I know that shit's stress, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
I mean, like, I'd say more headaches come from just being a head chef or being an executive chef. Just like your daily tasks and the things that you have to manage other people. And I think, so as when you're a head chef or executive chef, it's like you're dealing with multiple personalities. You're dealing with personalities, front of the house, personalities, back of the house, like, so you have all these people that have something or need something or, you know what I mean, like schedule changes, so that's a headache too. And then it's like you constantly have to navigate numbers and food costs and pricing and things of that nature, and it's just like it's constantly up and down, so it's like you can't predict what business is going to look like the next day or next week. You know what I mean? Like you could, obviously we have systems like Toast and Breadcrumb and just like systems to really navigate and see what's going on. but it's like sometimes it will spike and dip. It's like, you know, so that's like the whole thing, you know, and then you gotta factor in shipping and all kinds of stuff like that coming to the country. Yeah, yeah. It's just like if there's shortage in truck drivers, it's a you know, so
Shit is ass.
all so yeah, so all that stuff affects your prices, you know, prices of liquor, prices of everything.
Yeah.
So it's like that's you know in itself. And then when we were on Federal Hill, we were paying a lot for rent. Yeah. So you know, and then like so we were renting a building on Federal Hill, and just dealing with that landlord and that owner was a headache, you know, and the actual building itself had so many problems. So it's like when your grease trap goes and then like your plumbing goes, it's like you know.
Don't
so,
let that grease trap build up.
Yeah. So and Federal Hill is old. Like the pipes are old. Everything's old up there, and you're pretty much like, you know, if you're not grandfathered in, like a lot of people own their buildings on Federal Hill. Like if you're not someone that owns your building, you're paying rent on that building. It's like on top of it, you're paying food costs. On top of it, you're paying this. So it's like it adds up, you know. And so yeah, so that's one thing. It's like you have to factor in those things, which are hard to factor in because you never know what's going to happen when your unit's going to go. Like you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So those are like struggles and things that they don't really prepare you for, you know.
Yeah, that's the fucking hard shit. That's like that hard shit. Yeah, that nobody fucking tells you. Like you be like, oh fuck, like what the fuck do I do here?
Yeah. So.
You guys got any questions?
Nah.
He just
I'm
finished
having
that day.
a great time today.
I love how like it was supposed to be your topic slash
Right.
to the topic,
Isn't that so
and
crazy?
then you still didn't do anything.
That's so crazy to me too.
He got too baked.
Exactly.
As
But-
bug.
But listen, we're all having a great time, and we're all sharing our culinary experiences, and that's what the Mixing Pot podcast is all about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
So.
sure.
That means we're Gucci.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave.
Deadass.
That was your
And that
topic for
concludes the word on the street. That was a good one. Though.
Word.
We had a bathroom break in it and everything.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like that shit's crazy. I like it.
Y'all have to figure out where the bathrooms are here.
Yo, got-
Cause like no one knew where the bathroom was. So I'm
I know.
like running around the building.
Oh
It's
man.
like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
I did have one more question before we get into wrap around. Time outside of the restaurants. You know, you say you know you're with your family a lot. You know, just chasing your daughter, your son, stuff like that. You know, what's some other things you like to do? Like, you know, just outside of the kitchen.
Outside of the kitchen. Yeah, I mean that's it. I love spending time with my family and my daughter. I game if I can.
I was
but,
about to
like-
ask you, you be gaming?
Yeah, I game if I can.
What do you have?
So PC,
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, PS4. What else? We got 2 Xboxes or 3. So.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
You be
So like I was big on like Final Fantasy and stuff like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So, but yeah, I mean I'm not that good at Fortnite or Call of Duty, but I try. I'm more of like an Elden Ring and like Skyrim.
Yo, and
guy.
it's crazy how like I feel like over the years people have gone into gaming and become more of a gamer. Like there's some people out there that I never would think, like my sister of all people, bro, she's dirty at 2K, bro. You would never think that. You would never think that. My little sister, bro, dirty at 2K, bro. Like I'm like, what the fuck, bro? But like it's crazy. Hell yeah, bro.
You got seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
You haven't seen it?
I haven't
Dog,
seen it.
you better watch that movie,
Yeah.
bro.
That's what the future.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Everybody
a game
gonna
to
be
be like
trailers.
yeah.
Living in
Trailers
trailers
stacked
in the
up.
virtual reality world.
Earth.
You ever
and
seen
shit.
Gamer?
Gamer.
Came out in like '09, bro. It was this movie with Gerard Butler.
It sounds familiar.
And when they do it would be a kid and you would get into the animus type character was an actual prisoner in real life, and you would go into the game and like play and like, but these kids, the people that when you're dying in the game, you're dying. That person is actually dying in real life.
That's
And it was
crazy.
like,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm
And
gonna go
it was
home and
this
watch
kid,
it tonight.
And it was this
No,
kid named
but
Simon or
no.
whatever his name was, and he was like the #1 gamer in the world. And
Yeah.
his character was Gerard Butler, and it was just like his story about like how he killed all these other. It was good, bro. Like check that shit out.
Yo, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee I'm gonna go home and find it, but yeah, I've watched this
You
movie.
watched it?
Bro, yeah. That shit is good as
Yeah,
fuck.
gaming, like, you know, and this, like, honestly, I like doing chef shit. So I like
Yeah.
cooking, like, crazy shit and doing crazy shit, you know, so I have 2 smokers, I like smoking meats, I like, you know, cooking over fire, I just like cooking, so, yeah, and my
Oh, yeah.
family likes my cooking, so it's like, yeah.
Hand in
Plus.
hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You a big sports fan?
Honestly, just MMA and boxing.
Okay. You
Right.
watch UFC?
Yeah, UFC and stuff, yeah.
Who do you think's the pound for pound best UFC fighter right now?
Pound for pound best UFC fighter right now. I mean, John Jones is hands down the pound for pound best UFC fighter. Like, hands down. Israel Adesanya, pound for pound best. Francis Ngannou, pound for pound best. Demetrius, who's now, he's not in MMA, not in UFC anymore.
Mighty Mouse.
But Mighty Mouse was hands down one of the best. There's just so many that are like really like top notch like competitors. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Fighters. So yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm glad you said UFC, MMA, and boxing. So, for everyone that don't know, shut up. So you heard of Boo Boo Andre,
Yeah.
Demetrius Andre, showing Rhode Island and stuff,
Yep.
and he's been calling out everyone that got a title, every
Yeah.
big
He
fight.
got Canelo fight. That's
He-
what we need.
Exactly. Who would you want to see him fight?
I would like he can fight the Charlo brothers. Like he definitely can. I beat both of those guys hands down. But I think that Canelo fight like would be big too. But honestly, he's undefeated. Like
Somebody.
someone needs to fight him. Yeah.
Somebody.
Because the last guy Canelo fought was a nobody. Like I don't know where the hell they dug him up from.
Mhm.
You know.
I say that all the time about
Yeah.
Canelo. Everyone Canelo fights, it's like, who would you actually fight?
Yeah,
But you won't
so-
fight Boo Boo. And then he loses someone. It's like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, I think hopefully the Charlo brothers, one of them fights him. You know what I mean?
There is a rumor that one of them said no to like any tune-ups, and they might. I think they're working on the deal for that
Yeah.
one. So we'll see what happens.
You know what it is? It's like Boo Boo's gonna have to take the B side. You know, so that's gonna be. It's gonna be a tougher fight for him. So if it's the Charlo brothers, they're gonna put so much shit in there that they're gonna try to force him to be like, nah, I don't want to take the fight. You know,
Mhm.
it's his boxing. You know, so they're gonna try to get as many, especially with Boo Boo. He's a dangerous fighter. You know, he's well rounded. He has power, speed. Like they know it's gonna be tough. You know, so they're gonna put things in there that's gonna make him second guess it. You know what I mean? So. It is what it is. It's boxing, you know. But I think no matter what they put in front of him, he'll
Okay.
accomplish. You know.
All right. Y'all ready for wrap around?
Alright.
Kayla, like she ready for bed.
Go ahead. I am for sure. I'm gonna run around all day.
Start it off, Kayla.
Okay. What is the best piece of advice that you've gotten in the hospitality industry?
Damn, who's taking? Oh, am I the first one?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
this-
for me?
wrap around
Oh,
for you,
it's a
that's
rapid
it.
round.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
rapid
This is the end of it, so
Hold
it's
on, ask that again, please. What was the
Okay.
best?
What's the best piece of advice that you've gotten in the hospitality industry?
The best piece of advice. Oh my god.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'd say the best advice. Chef Terry from Bridge, one of the restaurants I worked at, that's up in Westerly, and she was one of the chefs that I really didn't like tasting food, and she knew that, so she would put out 200 tasting spoons in my jacket and make me taste everything. You know what I mean? She'd make me work on recipes I was afraid to work on. And so her advice was you have to have confidence no matter if you don't trust in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, have that confidence. Be able to step up and just like, even if you don't do it right, like you can do it again. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things in the restaurant industry. Like, that plate went out bad, okay, let me remake it and do it another. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, and just having that confidence and faith in yourself. You know, because sometimes as chefs, you doubt yourself. You know what I mean? Just because this person is wearing a different jacket or has a different title. You know what I mean? And you know in your heart and your soul you can do it. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things. It's like, don't be afraid to rise and shine. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It is what it is. Like, there's gonna be some people that want to throw salt and want to put your fire out, but just keep going. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things, and that's what she taught me. It was like, she showed me that confidence and like, yo, you are what you are, and you can do this. You know what I mean? So that would be advice to other chefs out there: just be confident in your craft and trust yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah, awesome, cool.
Food tour around South America or food tour around Europe?
Oh man, I would go to South America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I want to go food touring everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But like,
Facts.
my first stop, like, I'm not going anywhere crazy. I'm going to Nashville. So I'm going
Tennessee?
Yes, I'm going to see Sean Brock, and I'm going
barbecue.
Yeah, I'm going to all Sean Brock's places. But yeah, that's what
Top 3 cookies.
like cookies, like, okay. Okay. I love oatmeal raisin. I love oatmeal raisin.
My God! My God!
I love oatmeal raisin. Like,
Hurrah!
I gotta have that.
Hey,
oatmeal
yo.
raisin. And then
That's number 1, right?
Yeah.
That's
Christmas
one.
time.
That's one.
I need some warm oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
Like,
Anytime. Any day.
Yes.
Rocks roasting.
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Oh, yeah, but you feel like eating, dogging some oatmeal raisin.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
stop playing, Jack Frost, nipping.
For sure. And then, I like chocolate chip cookies with the sea salt on there.
Yes, need
Gotta
that salt on
And
there.
they have to be like still kind of soft-ish, like they can't be like rock cookie. Yeah. So I have to go with that one, and then I gotta throw a third one in there. Jesus.
I fuck with a nice, like, snickerdoodle. Feel me? Like.
Snickerdoodle's on fire.
Feel me? Like.
That was
Especially around, like autumn, like fall, like. And a nice snickerdoodle, bro. Like a, spice cookie.
crazy story.
Word.
That was like these
Word
protein
to-
cookies.
Yo, words to my
called
mother.
Lenny and Larry. And their snickerdoodle cookie was fire. Lenny and Larry's cookie, they were a protein cookie company. And then they got called out.
Lenny and Larry.
Yeah.
What did the logo look like?
They're like two dudes with like
with
bushy
the frizzy hair, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yep.
Shit, yeah.
So they used to be fire, and then they got called out for having bullshit ingredients. Because
Wow.
you eat their cookies, and they'd be like, "Yo, there's no way this is a protein cookie." But their Snickers, yeah. So yeah, Lenny and Larry's Snickerdoodle cookie, the OG one, not the newest one, but yeah, it was fire.
Yeah, I know that brand.
Yeah, all their stuff used to taste
That's
really good. Now it tastes like protein. You know, before it was like, yo, there's no way. So yeah, those are my cookies, man.
What is your most favorite project? Like restaurant concepts or like collaboration that you've done with somebody? Like, what's been your favorite, kind of thing to focus on? Like, project.
Yeah, project wise, like I like building out menus. That's something I really like doing.
Not disrespectful to Reed.
I should slap
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Nah, you're good. Like when I did like the Bun Fun Bob's Burger pop up, like just building that menu out
Oh
was just
yeah,
fun.
this just sounds
You know what I mean? It was
fun.
just like,
oh my god.
Cause I just love Bob's Burgers, and I was like, yo, I I had the Jimmy Pesto
What
fries.
about Bob's Burgers? Because we're about to get into a little debate here. Right? What about Bob's Burgers do you like? Because I think that shit is dry as hell.
Come on, I just like Bob.
You don't like Tina?
Yeah, you like
He
Tina.
has like dry with.
Bro, I literally sat there and watched the movie too, bro. And
No,
I
okay, the movie wasn't it was okay, but the
so now I can't watch the movie. I gotta watch the show.
Yeah.
I think Bob is just like, he's so passionate about his restaurant. He's so passionate, and he has like this family that's behind him, and they're awkward and weird, and it's just like, it's just the whole concept. Like the special burger of the day, every episode, it's just like it's there. Like even in the intro, the store next to him is always changing, but Bob's always there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it shows you that. So it shows you that Bob just is through it. He's going through it. You know what I mean?
Like
It's just,
reopenings and shit.
Yeah.
like, you know, like the store next to him is always changing, but he's still there. You know what I mean? So so like that menu I built out was just so funny and so cool, and it was just like, yo.
What were your items? What did you have on the menu?
So I had the Jimmy Pesto fries, which were, I did a whipped pesto, I did fried basil, and I did like chopped up burger on top of like fries. I did the chive Yurikawa burger. Can't think of what else I did, but I did so many cool items.
That had to do with
That had to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I took the Bob's cookbook and just did my own twist on it. Like the car burger had like the fried pickles for the wheels, just like on the show. So yeah, like things like that, like just cool projects, and just like constantly thinking of dope stuff.
I made a killing off that shit. I know you did.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like more of like the people that like, there's so many Bob's Burger fanatics out there, so they're like, yo. So it was
they
dope.
all came through.
Yeah.
So lit as hell.
So it was dope. Doing stuff like that's always fun.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Drew?
One place that you would like to travel with your family.
One place I like to travel with my family. I'd like to go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica's nice.
Yeah.
They got good cuisine out there.
Yeah, Jamaica, just like.
Don't go to Peppers, that's all. Don't go there.
Screaming.
This guy.
Worst pet peeve in the kitchen?
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Oh my God.
I don't know, like I said, it falls back into like having to like let go and let people do things their way. But that's like so many like, just sometimes how people would bread something or do, like, you know, that's so many, like, it's like, why are you doing it this way, like I showed you? So I don't know if I can really answer that, because I step back from a lot of pet peeves, because like I don't know.
You learn to ignore shit after a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
You have to. It's
Yeah.
like
You're
you're
just like-
obligated to, because if not, like you will like always.
Unless it's like constantly
It's
fucking
stress.
with you or fucking with your work or some shit like that, then that's when you gotta address that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Until then, you just keep that shit pushing, like,
Yeah.
bro, like.
Because
That's
people
just
will
the
feel
way
like you're
you-
nagging them
Yeah.
sometimes.
Exactly,
It's
like,
like, if it's not a crazy thing that they're doing, then it's like, I'm gonna let
I'm
it
gonna
go.
let it slide.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, yeah, I know exactly. We all know what we're
Yeah.
talking
Right.
about.
Literally.
Because you literally just sit there and look at them like, yo, this
Just gotta-
motherfucker's doing it again.
For real. Like, yo, in your head,
Yeah.
why you just still cutting
Yeah,
them
still
shots?
doing
Like,
it.
you cut them
Yeah.
shots, like,
It's
looking
like,
like,
this motherfucker.
if this motherfucker bumps me one
Yeah.
more time, I'm gonna turn around and
You don't see behind. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
I
so.
already know the talk in your head, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, that's what that's my answer. I just talk in my head. I don't really address them anymore. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
I love my peace.
Okay.
Okay, last
A
one.
lot of questions.
You're the last one. You don't have any more?
No, nothing
Good.
else kind of comes to mind.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
This man.
I'm dead.
It's a hot dog sandwich.
That's the last one.
I don't know. I think we can make a hot dog sandwich. There's actually a place that they make the hot dog into like a circle. It's like a circle, and they put it on like a fucking
Hamburger
bun. Yeah. So it's like a hot dog burger. It's weird.
There's this place out in Vegas when I went.
But you have a bologna sandwich, right?
That's hot
Yeah,
dog.
that's
That's
hot
just a
dog.
flat hot dog.
Yeah,
Same shit,
exactly.
that
It's a
ass.
flat hot dog.
So I'd have to say
It's
yes. A
that
hot
ass.
dog can be a sandwich.
It's literally flat hot dogs.
There you
is
go.
bologna.
And I did a fried
Don't let
bologna
anyone
sandwich.
lie to you. Bologna are flat hot dogs. Discular size.
Yeah, so
Circular size.
You
right?
guys-
I keep on lacking that. I gotta pull it up on my Instagram.
That's all they are. They just smashed
So let's see. Hold
and
on.
cut,
Flattened.
flattened,
Oh,
smashed.
yeah.
Really, they smashed it. The machines gonna smash.
Oh yeah, it's up here. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it.
Shit,
Hold on.
man. But they do be busting on a field trip.
I have so much food.
They
for
don't
you.
bust remember-
on a few.
You remember them bologna sandwiches your moms used to pack you on field trips? And then they'd be nice and warm because your fucking lunchbox been sitting in the sun all day on the bus. That shit just.
As a kid, you didn't give a damn about
Nah,
that.
exactly. You
Nah, I want to
just
eat.
hungry.
Don't get this shit.
You just hungry at that
Don't
point.
get it.
I don't know why I can't find.
Don't let a
this.
motherfucker have some gushers, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
you.
god. Oh my god.
Alright, here it is. It's inspired by Turkey and the Wolf. So I did beef bologna, toasted sweetbread, shredded lettuce, cheese, mayo, and I did salt and vinegar chips on top of it. So it was like Turkey and the Wolf has like they do like their own bologna, like they make their own bologna, and like they do salt and vinegar chips on there, and like lettuce, and like it's just a nostalgia kind of sandwich in a way, but it's like it's fire. You know what I mean? Like it smacks in so many different levels, and like it has to be salt and vinegar chips because the way it blends with like the saltiness and the sweetness of the bread and the mayo, it's like a whole blend of flavors.
Doesn't like mayo.
Yeah, so
I
like,
don't like mayo.
okay, alright. Yeah, so it's weird that, like, cause I'm not like a big mayo fan, but I like aiolis and aiolis are basically infused mayo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't
So-
like mayo, but I make a spicy remoulade.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
It doesn't, but you know.
Okay, so when you go to restaurants and there's a sandwich that has a sriracha aioli on it, or you know what I mean, like a roasted red pepper aioli on it.
So
Do you get it
good.
off of it? Do you get it on the side? Or do you-
If the menu says mayo, I'll be like no mayo. If it's aioli, if it's on the side, I'll try it out maybe. But
Okay.
I'll try it.
This guy.
What? I'll try anything. Cause again, that's the chef in us. Like we'll try.
Okay.
We just try everything. But I mean,
Yeah.
if it's just mayo, I'm not eating mayo.
I've learned to, like, as a chef, to take the dish for what the dish is.
Yeah.
Like, because I understand that if I take something off the dish, I'm
You're
changing the artwork of
changing-
that
Yeah.
chef.
Exactly.
So, and I'm changing the flavor profile, I'm changing everything. So, like, when people come to the restaurant and do that, I'm like, you're not getting the correct dish. You know, which is like one of those things. It's like, as a chef, like I've come to the conclusion where I've always take the dish for what it is now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and I get it because like mayos and stuff, like, you know, like straight
Nah,
up
but
mayo, like
No.
Yeah.
Don't even give him an excuse,
Yeah.
bro. Like, if the chef puts it on the menu, bro, you gotta eat it.
Bro, when they just throw, it's not even just like, alright, they put mayo. It's like, alright, let me on there.
Yeah.
No, when they just throw like the whole damn slotted spoon of mayo on there and don't even give a damn,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, why'd you even give me this?
When it
Alright.
just be too much.
So
that shit,
so
yeah, nah.
do this for me. Like when you go out, if it doesn't say mayo and if it says aioli or something
That's-
like that,
That's fine. I'll
like,
try. I'll
do
give it
it.
a try.
Don't even do it on the side. Just do it. Like, just be like,
It's-
yo.
You know what it
I
is?
want-
Most places don't even say aioli. It'd be like, oh, burger, they got less mayo.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, no mayo. That's it. If it's like
So
aioli,
you like burger sauce though? Do you eat burger
yeah,
sauce?
I'll try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at Drew. Look at Drew.
I'm just confused because like
Bro,
you
if you
eat
put-
mayo, but like your favorite donut is a bussin' cream donut.
All right,
Right.
Kayla, end the show.
That's
Right. Literally, no, but that's facts. Like, that's so
like I'm
facts.
so
That's
different things.
Mhm.
One is a donut, one is mayo. Two completely different things. One's is sugar.
It's like, what the fuck am I into right
Yo.
You can't show up. Jesus.
I'm like, you're putting mayo and Boston cream.
Like, who does that?
Mayo and Boston cream.
Hey, yo.
What country you from, man? But down south, they probably do have like a donut filled with Duke's mayo.
No doubt. Nah, in the
Duke's
South.
is the best mayo. Hands down, Duke's is the best
In
mayo.
the South? Or out in anywhere?
Anywhere.
Yeah. What's it called in the South? Have you ever heard of them putting peanuts in their Coca-Cola and drinking it?
No.
Like they'll put like the Planters peanuts, saltine peanuts. My uncles used to do that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
There's salty peanuts and
Like
the
the
Coke.
That has to be like,
in Coke, and
Yeah.
they would like literally just let it dissolve and shit like that. But obviously the peanut would still be in the bottom of the drink.
Yeah.
Just drink it and then they would eat the peanuts after.
It's just like,
wow,
just like the old days when you used to put actual coke in and stuff.
actual cocaine.
I mean, it's crazy
That
like
was
to
like
think
way
about
back.
Tariq. It's crazy about the like how it changes the because Coke is so sweet, you know what I mean? And you need salt to like balance out sweetness.
But it's
So,
already
like-
high in sodium as fuck, so you're
True.
really just drinking diabetes with more
True.
sodium on top of
I
that.
mean, yeah, regardless, that shit is I would not drink that. But
Yeah.
like it just makes you wonder like how that, you know.
Yeah, they both go on, but like they cool though. Like they was cool on cool.
Okay, so
It was
anyway.
probably the sodium. But
Oh my god. Drew. Just tell them where they can find you.
Alright, you can definitely find me here at the Mixing Pot Podcast with my co-host. It's like, nah. You can
I'm
find me
fucking
here
dead.
at the Mixing Pot Podcast, and you can find me on IG at I_love_you_Drew, I_love_you_Drew. You can also find me on IG at Second Human. Summer's coming up, so the weather's getting nice, you know. Miami's gonna be a big vibe, and that's probably gonna be a little under the Second Human umbrella too when we get like the clips going and everything like that. And yeah, so expect some Second Human projects coming soon. And yeah, you can catch me here every Friday at 11 a.m. I'm getting good at that. I sure am. On the Mixing Pot Podcast on Spotify and anywhere you get your podcast. All right, take a listen.
It's 10
10 a.m. Drew. 10 a.m. not 11 a.m.
I'm cueing you to
You're
take it.
gone. It's my
No,
time.
you
It's
harassing
my
my
time to
guests.
go.
I fucking
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You take it over.
Oh my god.
Word. So you want me to tell? Okay, you can find me on Instagram at a_native_chef. Also, you can follow Bun Fun on Instagram. Come check me out at Sport Leisure on 108 North Main Street. That's in Providence. Also follow Sport Leisure PBD. And yeah, hopefully you guys be seeing me on here more.
Okay. So he said on here, but I actually want to get you on mixing it with Chef Tariq. We can do a collab episode. I think
Yes.
that would-
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
get that
Yeah.
shit.
Definitely gonna
Yes.
get you on mixing it with Chef Tariq.
Yeah,
That'd be
let's
so dope.
do some dope shit.
I'm with
Let's
that.
do some dope shit. We can do 5-course meal. You
Oh,
want to?
well, we only got like 40 for 30
Oh,
right now. We
okay.
gotta do. It's just one meal for the DJ.
Oh, okay.
If we got some taste testers there too, you all come by. So
Hey man, I'll cook all day.
What about a
Love
chef
that.
competition?
we do battle. Ooh.
Yes,
So
would you do a battle?
We do cooking battles as well. It's called Battle of the Chefs. Would you be down to do a cooking battle?
Yeah, I'm always down.
Hell
Who would
yeah.
you want to battle? Or is anyone you have in mind? You would battle.
Oh, we're on battle?
You know a lot of chefs and
Yeah, I do know a lot of chefs. Tina Locken, where are you?
Call them out.
Come out, Tina. No, I'll battle anyway, I don't care. It'd just be for fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love cooking, so
There you go. Look,
Yeah.
call off Battle of the Chefs. All right.
yeah, it'd be fun.
Okay.
Say his name again.
Who, Tina?
Yeah. Right away. Call them out.
Choose your style.
You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok, cheftariq.co, Facebook, Chef Tariq401, YouTube, Chef Tariq. www.cheftreecompany.com is my website. You guys can find me. All of my catering, all your catering needs as well. ChefTreeCompany.com LLC on Google. You guys can find me there and request catering gigs as well. The Mixing Pot Podcast. MXNG Pop Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you guys find us, follow, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know what you guys think. Also, Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Friday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. guys, not 11. Don't listen to Drew.
Yes.
Hey, yo.
YouTube.
I'm just
saying
getting them to tune in earlier so they get locked in and then
Earlier?
No,
How
later.
is that earlier?
They're
You
later.
said 11 a.m. The show goes on at
That's
10
later.
a.m.
Jesus. Again, YouTube 10 a.m. Chef
Oh
Tree.
my
You can find Mixing It with
You
Chef
see
Tree
what we have
every
to do
Sunday.
every fucking day.
Mixing It with Chef Tree every Sunday, 11 a.m. This week we will be at Haitian Flag Day at Caribbean Garden of Eve on Harris Avenue Atwell. So make sure you guys come out. We're gonna have a bunch of dope vendors there. I'll be a vendor. We'll be selling food all day until we run out. It is Chef Eve's retirement party as well, so let's just send her off in the right way. That is this Sunday. We're gonna do the show from there, and then we're gonna be selling food. So come out this Sunday to Caribbean Garden of Eve, and I think that's it, Kayla.
Nice. Okay, guys. Well, y'all can find me obviously here at the Mixing Pot Podcast every Wednesday and Friday, and we drop at 10 a.m. Drew, at what time do we drop?
11. It's like no, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. And then of course you guys can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at Soya_Kayla, ZOE_KEYLA. At Liquid Gold as well on Instagram at Liquid_GLD. Yeah, I've got some things in the works, guys. I'm sponsoring an event this Saturday. It's called What's the Tea? It's a high tea party that's being co-hosted by the ladies from The Sesh, the lovely lady from Debbie B. She's Debbie B, actually, you remember her? Yeah, from the battle. And then productions by KP as well, Kelly
Powers.
Yes, honestly, so I'm sponsoring their event and it's gonna be fucking dope. So come through, get a ticket if y'all haven't gotten a ticket. You're trying to get some more, just get more involved in the cannabis industry too, and just network and enjoy your time.
Debbie was the one I was on the panel, and then
Yeah, she was.
Kelly Powers is I was the vendor at her fashion show last year.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was the fashion show you did at.
Yep, at Red Lounge.
At Red Lounge, yeah.
That's how I got the connection with Red
Oh,
Lounge.
word. Say less. That's what's up, Tariq. I fucking love that. Look at that shit. Yo, the fucking world goes around and around and round. It's just, love it. I love it. I love it here. Honestly, guys, I'm loving it. I'm loving life. I'm having a great time with life.
That's not what
nothing
she was
can
saying
fuck
before the
me
show.
up. Fuck y'all. Fuck
That is
everything.
the total opposite of what she was saying before we started the show, everyone. I just want to let you know. Total opposite.
Not you putting me on blast. Listen, I just been tired. You feel me? But I love my life. Anyway, Tariq again. Anyway.
Yeah, we can go outside. We can take this outside.
Yeah, so you guys can find me there. Where else? I mean, yeah. Just on Instagram, TikTok, hit me up if you have my number.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, end the show, bro.
My people hit me up. You feel me? Check in. Let's check in with each other. Let's see how we can help each other. Just connect and grow and just keep it pushing, honestly. But at words, so thank you very much, Henny, for coming on the show today.
No, yeah, bro. Those dopest guests.
Honestly, we appreciate you so
Dopest guests.
much, and yes, cause you hit me up, you're yo, I wanna be on the show, I'm yes, come on, let's do it. I asked the guys right ago, I was guys, do you have anybody coming on the show this week? No, I'm big bet, I got Chef Kenny coming on the show. And this is just fucking dope, to be able to connect with somebody that's also from Rhode Island. Tariq and I are from Rhode Island. We were born and raised here. I never wanted to come back here. You know what I mean? But I did, and I'm grateful for it because I'm doing all these things now.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's just doing the damn thing, but
Yeah,
but
I've seen Chef Tariq on Facebook and Instagram,
yeah.
and like that's definitely a thing with you and Lady Ruck. I was like tapped into that, and I saw a battle you did too. Yeah. So, and I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, that's dope. You guys have like the judges and everything like that, so it was cool, and that's like a cool wave that that you got started here. So definitely, maybe we'll put it at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's lit, bro. Hell yeah.
Have all the chefs in Providence put money up, like
Definitely.
put
Look,
I want to do a tournament with probably like 4 or 8 chefs and just do a tournament.
Ooh.
And like, yo, let's do a weekly episode each week. Let's see who wins this week. All right, you on to the next round? Like, I want to do
no, like how DJ Lady Ruck does the blend battle.
Yo, and her blend battle's coming up. I want to do that one this year too.
So maybe we reach out to Lady Ruck and be like, yo, let's do a food blends with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna eat in the building, so it's like you got chefs battling, dishes, whatever we're gonna do, you know what I mean? But small tasting plates at the end of the battle, the judge, you know what I mean? So, little scorecards or something. We'll talk to Lady Ruck, get that worked out.
We'll work on that.
That could be dope. That
Look
could be
at that
dope.
ideas being created, like things,
Manifestation.
projects. Yes, manifestation. Love, I love it. It's great. But alright, y'all. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.